Easy. Don't embarrass me in front of my new friend. Welcome back to another episode of the Wanger Show. This is episode 135. Cody?
135. Shit.
Can't be a sports player.
I was going to say the freeway again, but that was 134.
That's 134.
Shit, I'm out of it here.
Oh. Jimmy, you got a significant thing that ties into 135?
No.
You look so scared right now. You're just like,
You're on the spot.
I was impressed that you just got that off the top of your head, the 135.
No, I had to look it up right now. That's what I was doing on my phone because I always forget. Yeah. Usually when we do this show, we just forget instantly. It's like going to dairy and killing it, and then the next day it's just
like, wow, what happened?
Wow, what happened?
Where was that?
Can't remember. Episode 135 of the Wanger Show. We're here with our new friend, Jimmy Champane.
That's me.
Not with a G.
Not with a G.
Spell it fucking
Remember
right.
that.
Remember that. Patreon section, $1. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you. Yeah. This is really fun.
As far as names go, I think you have the coolest name out of all the gifts.
Besides Robert Butler III, that's pretty close.
Jimmy Champane is pretty freaking great.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky.
Yeah. How many champagne jokes do you get?
A lot.
Hey, popping bottles.
It's a really good icebreaker for everyone else.
That's true.
It's the last thing I'd ever bring up. I introduce myself and then they go, oh, like the drink. I'm like, yeah, kind of, like 99%.
Without the G.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, without the G.
Yeah, and they go, wow, it's
mimosas.
Do people ever just drink champagne, just give you a look like, hey?
Yeah. My girlfriend's a professional dancer.
Jimmy, look what I'm drinking
right
Jimmy,
now. You're at a wedding, and Todd's all the way over the corner.
Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy!
It's like,
every time.
Do you get the joke?
Yeah, it's a great joke. So, yeah, my girlfriend's a dancer. Every event she does ends up, they give you free champagne at the beginning because it's like a 40s themed dance thing.
Ooh. Ballet.
And, like USO type stuff, like World War II, I guess. I don't know. And they give you champagne and they go, oh, I see your ticket there. That's funny. Here's your drink.
You're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Then you punch him in the face.
Really sad.
He does the
ruin her show. Just beat down a waitress.
No, not it was a waitress.
Yeah.
Even better. No, I'm kidding. So, Jimmy.
Yes.
Good to have you on the show.
It's perfect to have you on the show because this is the first episode in October.
Mm-hmm.
That
October
means
1st, tomorrow.
It's hashtag
Spooky Month.
Spooky Month.
Ooh.
Yes.
Woo!
What are you doing? Oh, okay. He's gonna flicker the. Okay, nice.
Audio people, I flicked the light and then it went off. And
that was good timing.
That's really great timing.
That's all of the. That's all of us. It's great timing.
Got the Halloween theme.
Yeah. So it's October now. It's the greatest month on the planet because Halloween's better than Christmas. Everybody knows that shit.
Totally.
Yeah, fuck Christmas. Cody?
I'm a big February guy.
You like Valentine's Day?
Fucking love it, man.
Yeah?
I love.
Black History Month?
What are you talking about? Yeah, I love that shit.
You're a big fan of it?
All about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw Black Panther at least 3 times.
I'm sorry, you like to scare people? I care about representation, all right?
But yeah, it's October. We'll talk some horror films on this podcast because you have a horror YouTube channel.
Yeah, I do.
Where you talk about horror films.
Exactly. Mostly Halloween.
Mostly Halloween. The 2018 and right? Or you were saying like Halloween movies in general.
So
I'm gonna talk about Trick or Treat too.
I want it. So I did this. I'm working on reviews now.
Okay.
In addition to the Halloween news, because that's easy. I can sit down in front of the camera, ramble for 15 minutes, cut it down to 8 or 9 minutes, call it a day. Not very creatively fulfilling all the time. So
it's like this show.
Yeah, probably.
We're just on autopilot, man.
Trying to do more review type stuff, but Trick or Treat definitely on the list.
Yeah.
Because I got to keep it around the Halloween.
Sure, I see what you're saying.
Because I like Halloween. I like fall.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole vibe I'm going for with it. So I'm taking my niche and I'm making it even more of a niche. I'm really just doubling down on that, which is against the advice everyone gives me on YouTube. But that's okay.
Do what you love.
Yeah.
Do what you love. Fuck it.
Get bored. Like,
yeah.
They say like, cover everything, grind really hard. Every horror movie that comes out, you got to be the first in the theater. And I'm like, it's not genuine then. I think people can see through that.
Yeah. You don't want it to end up feeling like work.
Yeah.
You want to do it because you like doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it took a while to get to that mental framework where I was just like, fuck it. Like I'm going to sit down and talk about what I want to talk about. If I get less views on it, that's fine.
As long as you're happy.
Yeah.
And that's a crazy thing to do because sitting in front of a camera and just talking, it's really fucking hard.
Took a long time. Like I go back to the videos before Halloween, so like 2 years ago. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like I gotta unlist. I just unlist old videos.
At least you didn't say "Stay Frosty" at the end of each video. Stay Frosty. That's what I did.
That's a good catchphrase.
It is.
Eyes on me.
No, you get double going on it. Brian, you gotta get your shit
You don't have your
together.
headphones, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about that, guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's not talk about his channel anymore.
I mean, okay.
That's fine. We can cut that out.
Well, I thought it was a good segue. We're talking about headphones.
All right, fine. Talk
As you notice, guys, only 3 of us have the proper headphones on. Was going to bring mine from work. Mr. Christian here told me,
That's me.
Don't forget your headphones. And I said, yep. And then he sent me a text.
Stay frosty.
And there it is. Good timing again. He sent me a text saying, don't forget the headphones. And I replied in all caps, you got it. And I'm going to remember. Definitely not going to forget. And I put them in the bag. I don't know where they are. I legit,
you put them in the
I put them in the
there's like a
headphone
little
bag.
Sony headphone bag.
And I was packing up, ready to go. I legit don't know what happened to the headphones.
That's gonna be your kid one day.
I was walking up to your apartment. I was like, no, I fucking put them in the bag. And I walked all the way back to my car.
I fucking
far.
hate that.
I parked far away. I wasn't there, and I walked back, and I'm like, no. I know for a fact I carried them across the crosswalk, because I remember having them in my hand.
Oh, no.
Walked back. They're not in my car.
Did you put them on the roof of your car?
I don't
when you're
think
getting
so.
in?
Oh, the
I'm not
coffee
one of
routine.
those guys. I don't
Yeah.
think I do. But yeah, I don't know where the hell these headphones
The
are.
amount of times that I think I left something and actually went back and realized, oh no, I had it on me the whole time and went back.
I mean, maybe they're
Great
gone
stories.
forever, dude.
I'm sorry, Brian.
That's the first thing Brian said all show.
Are you fucking
Was just
here?
Jumping in there.
You're playing sound bites and fucking up left and right.
I mean, I'm sure we've got a bunch of boring stories like that.
This
We're
story
on the
was-
same line of work, so you can just talk shit
The amount of
about-
times I thought I had something, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I went back and it was still there.
Brian's the jerk of the podcast.
I lose
He
headphones.
just makes fun of me the whole time.
I lost an
'Cause he thinks it's
AirPod.
funny.
One.
An AirPod? Just one of them?
Yeah, this is fucked up. So I had AirPods because every time a new product comes out, I'm like, I'm not buying that. Like that's fucking stupid. Latest example of this,
An
the
Apple
Switch
product.
Lite.
Yeah.
There's just
any product. Okay.
Then they come in the office. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, oh, I'm gonna hold this. Oh, I'm gonna buy it. So I did the same thing with AirPods. I bought the AirPods. I was like, I'm not gonna lose these. I got the handy case. Immediately, one just disappears. I have like no idea where it went.
Does it fall out of your ear?
It didn't. No, it stays in my ear, which makes it even worse that I lost it. I literally don't
It was
know
in your
how
ear
it
the
came
whole
out of
time.
the case.
Yeah.
I was like, well, shit, is it right here? Oh, we found
That
it.
hurt you. Sorry.
That didn't hurt. It's okay.
I didn't mean.
And I ended up having to buy one on eBay. Noticed that it came from a house around the corner from my apartment.
Oh.
Dude definitely found my fucking AirPod and
Oh,
sold it back
shit.
on eBay.
No.
Yeah, so I was like, well, you know what? That's on me. So,
I don't know.
You respect the business there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hustle.
yeah.
That hustle.
So
Brian,
anyone can
anything?
lose a headphone.
Have you ever
These
lost
are all
anything?
great stories. I'm just kidding.
It's pretty boring. You know.
Guys, I went to a Bucs game.
Oh yeah, you did. You went by
Jesus
yourself.
Christ. No, I went with my aunt. I just went down there by myself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
thought you
yeah,
went
yeah.
completely by
You just
yourself.
tell everyone that I went. Yeah, it's okay.
That's what you said in the text.
Yeah, I know.
Or in this Discord. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I just
Cody.
told you I was going to
Wait,
bang.
great story. Go ahead,
Yeah,
continue.
yeah, that's all I have to say. No, guys, it was crazy. There are other Buccaneers fans in Southern California.
That's crazy.
I think it's a growing movement. I think we're hiding in disguise. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. They're hiding. Okay.
They're hiding.
Evidence being, I was on the train.
They're in disguise. They're just in disguise.
That's what I meant to say.
You don't call them out on that?
Dude sat next
Pay
to me
attention.
on the
I don't know what
train.
the fuck you're saying.
I don't know what I'm saying right now. A dude sat next to me on the train and it's like, hey man, I appreciate your commitment. And I was like, what? And he's like, I'm rooting for the Bucs too, but I'm not wearing gear. So I can put myself to do it. And I was like, son of a bitch.
Oh, that's funny.
So I get there all discouraged thinking there's going to be all these secret Bucs fans there. And wouldn't you know, I'm in the
Wow.
section and it is swarmed with Buccaneers
You have your jersey
fans.
on?
I had my,
What were
my
you
long
wearing?
sleeve.
Your
I had
long
my long
sleeve.
sleeve with the big ass logo and I had a big red hat.
So that's
the
what you're wearing
Buccaneers.
on the train.
Yeah.
This guy was in Rams gear.
No, he was in Dodgers gear. He's like, I'm trying to blend in.
He doesn't even know who the Dodgers are.
Here's, I got this at the store right down the
He's
street.
like, I was born in Tampa. They're my team. I'm like, just fucking wear the
Oh,
shirt.
really?
Yes.
Oh, my
He was
God.
a diehard fan. And I'm like, dude, you gotta.
Oh, I bet he felt stupid now after that game.
He's trying to fit.
Yeah.
He's trying to be in the community.
Yeah.
And now he knows he has that
now he
white
knows.
community.
He's got it there. He's actually Mexican. All right, so we get
Dodgers,
there.
Yeah, there you go.
Where's Tampa?
We get there. And I don't know what the hell I'm saying anymore, guys. I've lost track of this
Oh, it's
story.
in Florida.
Oh, you didn't know where Tampa was?
It took me a while.
I
'cause
thought
was
you were.
thinking of,
I
like,
thought you were playing the
Carolinas.
character. I thought you were playing the guy who
Yeah, I
was
was playing the
talking to.
he. Where's Tampa? That's my Mexican accent. Where's Tampa? He?
Jimmy, just don't talk.
I
Just
like
don't
that
talk.
character you're doing there, Brian.
I will block you. I'll put a poster in front of you. You won't.
How
you
did
won't
the
know.
guy sound when he told you?
Is this team on? Like, what?
Oh, you don't do the sports.
No, but I'm trying to pretend like I know what.
You're like, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah?
The colors.
Yeah, Tampa
the
Bay.
red,
I'm gonna go
red.
with football.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, I don't do the football either.
Wait,
Yeah.
so
I do fantasy football.
Now
but
I
don't
know,
do it.
so I can keep.
was this
up
your
with
first time at a pro game?
I've been to a couple Rams games. This is my first time seeing the Bucs play, though, because they played the Rams.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Nice. And at the Coliseum,
Yes.
that is where USC plays.
Yes.
I know this stuff.
Okay.
I'm
Is this
really
20
sweating
questions?
here. Yeah.
What is
All
this?
right, all right.
Okay.
And how'd you get
You
there?
got
Take the
this.
134?
I took the train, Brian. I said this before.
That's what he said. And then he met his
before.
aunt. He did
Yeah.
not go alone. He
did
took the
not.
train alone.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which
the
team
last
is
train
good
home.
out of the two?
The Rams were supposed to be good.
Oh,
Jimmy, the Bucs put up
okay.
55 points against them.
Check this out.
55 to 40. It was one of the
Wow.
greatest games I've ever seen.
A lot of defense.
Oh, not a lot of defense at all. There was beautiful poetry. The guy who scored the last touchdown used to play for the Rams. I was losing my shit. All the Rams fans were leaving, and my entire section became these crazy-ass Buccaneers fans who were so shocked that their team was doing good. They're literally just screaming random things into the air.
Everyone's cheering.
They all have their own, like, pirate flag.
What are they
They're
screaming?
Like, oh my God! Just
Yeah.
fucking losing their
You
shit.
lock eyes with the guy from the train across the way.
He's suddenly wearing red gear.
Yeah. You shout out, just fuck that guy.
Shirt. He's got a Buccaneers jersey on underneath.
It's like Superman style. Like, hey, I had it in me the whole time.
I shouldn't have been afraid.
This is like a movie, man. You
It
got me
was so
interested.
inspirational, man. It was one of the
Wow.
best.
Not every football experience is like
Oh,
that.
especially not for the Buccaneers, man.
No.
It was the best sporting event I've ever been to in my life. It was incredible.
What week are we in of football?
It was week 4.
4. I won
Yeah.
both my
A
fantasy.
month already?
Yeah,
Month of football.
Crazy.
it's gonna go
And
away.
how many wins is this for Tampa?
This is their second win of the season.
Oh, they're 2-2.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
would you say 50-50?
Thank you, bro.
Batting
Um,
500.
yeah, they weren't expected to win anything, let alone beat the Rams. I'm trying to move along to anything right now.
No, the Rams are a good team.
Yeah, they went to the Super Bowl last year, Brian. They
did.
destroyed the defending
So did the
NFC
Dodgers?
championships.
Go to the
They
World
went to
Series?
the World Series, yes.
Who won?
Oh,
the Super-
connection.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Beat the Rams.
Yes.
Their
Brady.
Lob
Or
beat the Rams.
50-50 if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
There was 50-50
They're
odds
battle-
there.
The Patriots are good, right?
Yes,
Yes,
they are,
there-
Jimmy.
yeah,
Yes,
there you go,
yes, they are.
Jimmy.
Good
Yeah.
contribution there, yeah.
You don't do any of the sports? You watch any sports?
I can keep up with baseball, and I
Nice.
know the rules of
Nice.
football. Used to play basketball, so like I have a working knowledge. of
Larry
how most-
Bird.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure.
Kind of look like Larry.
White guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only other
Is that a
football.
compliment? I don't know. I don't know what
Just
the fuck
Larry
he looks
Bird.
like.
Larry Bird!
Yeah, sure.
Are you supposed to
As
say thank you to that?
As
I don't
opposed to
know.
everyone always
Thank-
says Kobe, so
Yeah.
Bird.
Thank you. Yeah. So I can like appreciate other people liking sports.
Okay.
The two guys I work with play, or they do fantasy football, and they never shut up about it. So it must be really fun.
Tell me
I'm
about
like,
it.
I can appreciate that.
I'm in a group text that I muted a long time ago.
I assume there's money involved. 'Cause they take it very seriously.
Do they shit talk each other in the office?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, definitely. They talk. They like the Bills because
Okay.
That's
they are
unfortunate.
from New York. That's where my knowledge ends. On Buffalo. And I know the Lions are bad. I'm from
There we
Detroit.
go.
Yeah, they never win.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Detroit
Yep.
Tigers?
Used to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not anymore.
They were the worst team in baseball this year.
Yeah, they're really.
Wait, might be the second worst. I think Baltimore was worse.
Oh, okay.
They took a dive.
Ooh.
Because everyone in Detroit kind of like cares about baseball enough to know when the team is good or bad. Last few years, everyone kind of stopped talking about baseball, so I just used my brain and was like, oh, they're bad now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm. And then once they start doing good, yeah, they're fucking great.
Yeah, well, I'm the biggest Tigers fan of all time. That's how it is.
You meet guys on the subway who are like, hey,
Yeah.
we're fans all along.
I'm one of you. Don't worry. You're not alone. Because I was getting a lot of dirty looks. Not dirty looks, but like laughing looks from
Oh,
Rams
really?
fans. Because the whole train is filled with Rams fans.
Oh, you're
all
right.
decked out in gear. And they're
Did you
just
wear a
like,
sweater or jacket over
I
you?
had a jacket, but not covering the logo on the thing.
What do you mean? It doesn't close?
Like, I didn't close it. Because it was hot on the train.
Is it like
Oh,
a jacket,
hot.
like a cool jacket? You got a cool. That's a cool ass
Leather
jacket.
Oh, that's
you.
I can never rock a leather jacket.
Put
Man.
it on.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
fun.
so-
You an Angels and Airways fan?
Yeah, sure. They're good.
Yeah, you are.
I like them. I was honestly, I heard about how Tom DeLonge, the Navy or whatever, was like, nah, he did find alien footage.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And then I went down the line. I was like, I wonder if Blink's doing okay. I saw that they got the guy from Alkaline Trio in there. I'm like, they're fine.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, Angel and Airways. I should go listen to that. And I like it still. I didn't
Okay.
think I'd like it still from high school days, but I
Right.
still like it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, he's okay. I never got into it. I liked a little bit of Boxcar Racer.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
other band
Yeah.
he was in.
That was a good album.
Yeah, but that's about it.
One album. I actually listened to that on the way home from work on Friday too. So
Yeah.
I did. I went down
Hot
the
damn.
whole thing.
Look at that.
I went back into my high school days, listened to the Panic at the Disco first album.
Oh,
That one
nice.
still holds up. I like that one.
Is that your kind of music? What kind of music you into?
Nowadays, I like the Black Keys a lot.
Oh, okay.
I just have a huge mix of stuff. A couple bands from Michigan I still keep up with. And,
Nice.
You know,
You gotta wait for
just
the
whatever
drop
comes.
here,
I use
Brian. Wait
Spotify
for it.
Discover. I
Oh, cool.
meticulously crafted that thing to give me music I like.
That's
so
good.
I just have an eclectic mix of music I like.
That's cool.
Did the Black Keys come out with a new album?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's good?
Yeah, after 5 years, they kind of just showed up. They were like,
was it
hey.
El Camino their last one?
Yeah,
That's
no,
the
they
Breaking
did,
Bad movie
Turn
coming
Blue.
out next month.
They did Turn Blue after that, but they didn't put any of their stuff on Spotify.
Oh, did you see the Joe
Oh,
Rogan?
they're one of those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. I
Video.
was watching a bunch of their
It
clips.
was the mystery was figured out in there because Patrick was like, yeah, someone just told them not to put it on Spotify, and he was
Yeah.
like, okay. And he just never interrogated that. And then eventually they're like, shit, there's a lot of people on Spotify. They put their albums all on there.
Oh, so now it's on there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the new one's on there too. I'm seeing them in November. I'm pretty stoked.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I don't know who's not on Spotify now.
Dr. Dre is not on there.
Really?
Yeah. The Chronic CD 2001. I can't
Big
find
CD.
it.
Taylor Swift had beef with Spotify.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard that.
I
I
heard
heard
she on
She
there
was
now.
like Apple Music or something.
Yeah.
They're always trying to get her.
And then Tool just got on there this year too.
Oh yeah, that was like a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
fucking hate Tool. You guys Tool's
I hate Tool, Brian.
right?
Yes.
Like
I
why
don't
did, when,
hate them.
when like they come out, everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is fucking
Yeah.
amazing."
My
Like,
brother made me listen to that shit all the time, and I'm like, this sucks.
it's just
Yeah.
like,
It's
what
just,
is
it's
it?
just headache inducing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like 2 songs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
The Schism and then Sober.
Oh.
They're pretty cool songs. Oh no, 10,000 Days is pretty cool. Oh, you no, I'm just
10,000 Fists.
kidding. Is that what it's
Disturbed.
called? Oh. I don't know what's going. You like Disturbed?
Eh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Ryan,
fine.
what were you expecting with 10,000 Fists Disturbed? Taking a sip of wine. What were we going to do with that?
At least have it queued
Yeah.
up and play it.
Yeah.
Now I have Shine a Little Light.
yeah. This is one of the better songs on the album. It's the
Oh, yeah,
opener.
it's a good song.
Good opener.
I remember Howling for You was like, because I went to film school.
Oh, cool.
You fucking tool.
Tool.
Tool, shitty band. And like every like freshman like short film had the Howling for You.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
that
really?
song was in every fucking trailer.
Oh, was it?
Yes, in like 2011 or whatever. That thing was
When I
everywhere.
went to film school.
Yeah.
That's how they got big. They did like 6 albums and they had like no fan base, and then they started selling all their music to commercials.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're in
And
like
then they
fucking
got huge
Target
off of that.
commercials. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they sold
like
out.
trucks.
Yeah.
A lot of Ford truck.
That's right. Yeah.
And then they're like, "Wow, we're famous now. This is crazy."
I mean, I like the rest of their songs, like Run Right Back and Little
Yeah.
Black Submarines.
That's a great song.
yeah.
They have a good discography.
Yeah.
I like them.
I can never get that word. Discography.
Discography?
Oh, I struggled with that so much as a kid. I got made fun of.
I'm impressed.
Did
that
you-
people get
Were
it.
you saying that all the time as a kid?
This
You're
guy
like,
can't say
Sitting at your
discography.
desk and
What a loser.
It's
He's
'cause
probably
you're
a Bucs fan.
Bucs fan
Oh,
as opposed
man.
to discography. I like that word, discography. Discography. No, damn, you can't even. Discography.
Discography.
Graphy.
I like not that word. I dislike that word.
I like not that word.
I like that word. That's a good way of saying it. I like that.
Yeah. Well, so you do horror on podcasts, on YouTube and shit. So what's a favorite horror film that you've seen this year?
Oh, this year.
Because like someone asked me that the other day, and I was trying to wrap my head around, and I can't remember anything that came out this year.
Us came out at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone immediately forgot it. It went from being the best movie of all time to no one saying a fucking word about it.
Welcome to Twitter.
I really liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to Twitter. It Chapter 2, pretty disappointing. I just watched a movie
Garbage.
though. It was like an indie movie called Haunt.
I
From
want to see that, man.
I want to see it.
Scott Beck and Brian Woods. I might be
correct.
wrong.
The Quiet Place
right.
guys.
The Quiet Place guys. They,
Scott Baio.
I guess they committed to this before they sold the script for A Quiet Place, and then they
Yeah.
followed through and ended up directing it. It's great. It's
Yeah.
really good.
No, nice.
It doesn't skimp on the haunt aspect of it because Hellfest came out last year, and it was basically like a slasher movie in Six Flags.
The Hellfest one, or
Yeah,
is
Hellfest.
Haunt like that too?
Haunt is like they built a real haunted house, like a real haunted attraction. Everything in there feels like something I've done back in Michigan. Because every Halloween, every October, I go back to Michigan, and then I bounce to Salem, Massachusetts. When I'm in Michigan, you drive out to the cornfields, you go in these creepy ass haunted houses, and everything in Haunt
Sacrifice a goat.
felt like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
do what you
you
gotta
people
do.
touch you, they grab you, and they like the guy at the chainsaw. You're like, is the chain on there? It might be.
Could be.
There's
You
a
never
little bit
know.
of an edge because you're in the middle of nowhere.
Have you ever done one of those like experiences where you have to sign a waiver and they shove dicks in your mouth?
I don't think they shove penises in people's
Oh, okay.
mouths.
I watched a
think that's bit of
documentary
extreme.
about that on the McCamey Manor guy. Who
Yeah, yeah.
calls your work and that's
Oh,
not for
so
me.
it goes like it breaks the fourth wall almost.
Yeah, and I know Darren Lynn Bousman, the Saw guy, I think that's him. He does the tension experience. I'm just not into that. Like, I understand why people are into that. It's like the same thing as skydiving. But
Yeah, fuck that shit.
I like Halloween Horror Nights a lot out here because it's just like walking through a museum of your favorite movie.
Yeah. I fucking found out that Halloween Horror Nights they don't do the tram anymore.
Yeah, they got rid of that.
What?
They got rid of that shit.
Eli
was always
Roth's
fun.
Terror Tram.
Yeah. Apparently the drunk people in the War of the Worlds plane just sleeping.
Well, that makes sense, but
Yeah. This is the
Wow,
first
that's a
year.
bummer.
Because our friend
Wait, did they not
Josh.
have it last year?
No, this is the first year.
Oh,
Our friend
okay.
Josh McCoo, they just did like a bit where, because he's terrified of everything.
Okay.
And he went to Halloween Horror Nights, and I asked, how was the tram? Because he'd never been. He's like, they don't do that.
Yeah, they don't
It's
do
the
that
first year that they are not doing that
it's
anymore.
so fun because they took you through the back lot and all that shit.
And that's when you take a picture with Norman Bates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that was
the
sweet. I did that
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was Clown 2 years ago. Clown is such an underrated movie.
Oh,
John Watts.
So good.
yeah.
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Oh man, it's so good.
I want to.
Got Peter Stormare in it. He's
Yeah.
like the clown hunter, and he
That's great.
just goes 100%.
A lot of people don't talk about that movie because he went from Cop Car and then
Yeah.
like Clown kind of came
Spider-Man.
out and then Spider-Man
I
after
think
that.
he made Clown first.
Before that, yeah.
Clown was
Yeah.
made 2013, sat on a shelf until 3 years ago, and they didn't put it in theaters. They just released it on Blu-ray, and that was right when I started my podcast, and we were like, "We'll watch any horror movie."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh fuck, I gotta watch Clown," and I was like, "I love this movie, dude. It's a really good body horror monster mythology type movie, shot really well, obviously.
Yeah.
John Watts, dude, I don't know. No one talks about that movie. I'm really hoping it has like the Trick or Treat effect, where that got shelved and was released on Blu-ray. Then a few years later, everyone kind of caught on to it. I'm hoping Clown is one that people look back on.
Well, like clowns are super huge now because of it,
Yeah.
so maybe picks up a little
Just
bit
that
more
Wrinkles
steam.
the Clown movie, the documentary. You guys hear about that?
No.
I did hear about that one.
So this guy's like, it's a 6-year-old retired veteran, and he moved from Rhode Island down to Florida, and he was a regular clown. In the trailer for this documentary, they have this great sound clip where he's like, "Nobody liked me when I was a regular clown." And so he dresses up like a scary clown now, and he put his phone number all over Florida, and you could call this dude, and he would come scare the shit out of your kids.
That's funny.
Oh,
And they have a great clip in the trailer where this girl, like a 4 or 5 year old girl, I guess, she has a bed with like a drawer under it, and he sat in there for a while, pushed the drawer out when she was asleep, and like sat up and scared the shit out of her.
Oh, that's great.
It's a really good shot, and they made a documentary about him. I thought it was gonna be like a found footage horror movie type deal, like this. It's like, oh, the clown movies that everyone started making 3 years ago when that was a thing are coming out now, but no, this is a documentary. This guy's real.
fuck.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's out now. Like,
It
is that like
comes out
streaming or it's not? out yet?
Friday, October 4th, Friday.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I watched the trailer, and then I was looking into him because I was like, is this guy real? Like, what the fuck? He's real. He's totally real.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to check that out. Okay, so you were
scary.
saying Us that came out earlier this year.
Yeah. Haunt. Great.
Haunt. It Chapter 2, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Why
okay.
was it disappointing?
way, way, way too much CGI, and I feel like
Too loud?
yeah, it's like,
Don't spoil too much. Cody hasn't seen it.
just too much CGI. They cover up stuff that was done practically. It looks like they're touching it up with CGI. I know everyone thought the leper in the first movie was CGI, but I had an eye for that. I was like, that's definitely a costume.
It seemed pretty legit. Yeah.
Yeah, this movie is just, they go totally overboard. There's way too much humor. It's like every scary scene has a stupid joke undercutting it.
It's like Marvel humor.
Yeah, they wanted to make a Marvel movie, but it's rated R. So it's like, why are you dumbing this down for a general like kid audience?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like a Nightmare on Elm Street movie though. Like it feels like Andy Muschietti's tryout for a Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
That'd be pretty dope. I've been wanting a
yeah.
Nightmare movie for the longest time.
Yeah, the rights just went back to Wes Craven's estate, like uncontested. So it could happen.
Could happen. I don't know.
So a studio has to buy the rights again from him, or
They have to buy it from whoever's running his estates. But I know Warner Brothers and New Line still owns the international rights. So I would assume, I'm not an expert on this, I would assume that they would go and sell it to Warner Brothers and New Line to not keep that separate. Because,
Yeah.
like, what, you'd make more money if it's one cohesive
Could Blumhouse
studio.
make a move and try to get at that?
Yeah, I don't know if that's like a Blumhouse movie. Like, I love Blumhouse, but they do really low budgets. A lot of their movies take place in a house. You need set pieces for a Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, a good
Yeah, that's
example,
true.
Nightmare on Elm Street 4, that's the one, no one really cares about the plot in that movie,
Yeah.
but everyone remembers the set pieces, like the Roach Motel. And everything.
Dream Child? No.
Yeah, I don't know, wait, what's it?
Dream Warriors is 3.
Dream Warriors, and then they all get picked off in 4.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't
Patricia
remember what the
Arquette's
subtitle is.
character, because
Yeah.
Patricia Arquette doesn't come back for the 4th movie. She gets recast.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if it's Dream. No, Dream Child sounds like 6.
What else I watched?
God. I'm so
vamping
sorry.
for me.
So sorry.
What else have you seen this year that you liked?
Oh man, I watched Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
is that good?
That was better than I thought it was going to be based
wanted
on
to see that,
the
yeah.
minimal marketing. It's set on Halloween, and they actually filmed it around fall, so it automatically gets points for me.
Okay.
Great practical effects. Faithful to the art. The story is just kind of like, it's okay. It's just like it's exactly what you expect it to be. It's very predictable. A great movie, though. Underrated for me this year was Annabelle Comes Home.
Yes.
Do you guys like the Conjuring movies?
Yeah, yeah.
I do
love
like
it.
the Conjuring
So I'm not like
movies,
walking in a firing line here.
No, I
The
love.
Nun,
I think,
though. Nah.
I
was
didn't want
great.
to. I didn't want
That
to
was
give
so
that one a
bad.
chance. I saw the first Annabelle and it really turned me off. And then everyone keeps telling me Annabelle
2 is so
Creation's
good.
really good.
Yeah, Annabelle Creation's
I
great.
want to see that.
Annabelle Comes Home is like the peak for me.
Okay.
Gary Doberman, the guy who's been writing all these movies,
Mm-hmm.
it never really gets any credit for how much writing he does. He wrote it. He wrote it chapter 2. Well, he adapted a script from someone else for it chapter 1. He
Or
wrote
Cary
and
Fukunaga.
directed for once with Annabelle Comes Home. He did a killer job. He made the side character who kind of makes all the shit go off. He made her really likable and put way more effort than anyone else would into her story, which was new for me.
Comes Home is with the Warrens, right?
Yeah, they're in it at the beginning.
Because I know Creation's like a prequel to the prequel, and then this one
Yes.
kind of comes all the way
Creation
back.
doesn't really make sense timeline wise. Like,
I mean,
it doesn't have
everyone
to.
watches the X-Men movies
Yeah.
and say, "Oh, this
Yeah.
is cool."
Yeah, and then Comes Home, they like bring Annabelle home, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna go for a weekend," and they leave their daughter Judy with 2 babysitters who both are like awesome. Just
Oh,
that
okay.
movie consistently just kept doing better things than I was expecting.
All right.
There's a werewolf in it I thought was CGI, and I looked it up. It's a full-on werewolf suit they made.
Oh.
There's a
But
werewolf in it?
he's a ghost werewolf, so you can't hurt
Fuck
him.
yeah.
A trope we've seen
It's,
in
it's
many.
a ghost of a
Yeah.
werewolf. Yeah.
The guy who directed that one, is he doing Conjuring 3? Who's
It's
someone?
the
No.
guy who did the Curse of La Llorona.
Yeah. Did you
Not-
see that movie?
No,
Haven't
I
seen
didn't.
that?
I
I
didn't.
want to see it.
I did. I wouldn't see it.
Okay.
It ties into Annabelle 1.
Oh.
That's
the
what I
one-
heard. I heard it's part of like the universe. And
That's the
stuff.
one they chose to tie it into.
Not that-
The quality level, it's like, I
Yeah.
see why you did that.
You've all seen
They
this
meet in
one.
the middle.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
really
because
do.
they were supposed to be doing the Crooked Man, right?
Yeah, I don't know
That's
what's going
been-
on with that. I'm
no
sure
idea.
it'll happen.
Because I like a lot of people obviously prefer Conjuring 1 over 2. I like 2 a lot,
I
just
love
because it's kind of similar to that Nightmare on Elm Street thing, like you were
Yeah.
saying about it too. It's a lot more fantasy than it is like straight up scary, and there's just some beautiful stuff in that movie too.
Yeah, great shot work.
Yeah.
All practical.
I just wish James Wan came back for. He never fucking finishes
Yeah.
a trilogy.
It's stupid.
He didn't do it for Insidious 3, and I was bummed about that because I
Yeah.
love Insidious 1 and 2.
Right.
And then Chapter 3, which he had Lee Winnell come and do it, but I didn't really care for that movie.
I don't know. I wish he would come back. I've talked about this a lot. I don't like when all these horror directors over at Warner Brothers, it feels like they're doing horror movies to try out for superhero movies. And I don't like that. Like Andy Muschietti's moving on to The Flash.
Yeah.
For now.
Maybe the third
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
For now.
And I'm like, oh, just stick with what you're good at. Like,
Yeah.
I get wanting to try something new, but I want to see James Wan doing The Conjuring 3. I guess he is doing that Giallo movie now, Malignant or
yeah,
whatever.
he's doing a more. I don't know if it's horror or I guess it is a horror.
Yeah.
it's something with.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I hope that's good.
be
Anyone else
interesting.
doing Invisible Man. So I'm glad he's on the up and up. That
I'm
guy's awesome.
stoked for that because Upgrade was such a surprise.
Upgrade.
Because
It's so
I don't know,
good.
maybe
Brian's
it's
favorite
because
movie.
Brian hated that movie. Maybe it's
It's
because
just good Venom.
So
it is. Yeah, maybe it's because like Insidious 3 was like more studio
Yeah.
than it was maybe Lee Winnell.
Totally
I don't know.
was.
But yeah, like as soon as they announced him for that movie and then they got the brother from Haunting of Hill House,
Yes.
I'm like, let's do it.
That was a great show too.
Wonderful
that
show.
came out this
No
year. No, it
Emmy
came out last
nominations.
October.
It got not
Yeah,
a single. I
nothing.
was thinking about that when
It's
I was
because
watching
it's a
that.
fucking horror
I was
show.
like, what the hell?
It's a beautiful. It's probably the most perfect show I've ever seen. I don't know if the most perfect
No,
show.
it kind of
It's
falls
the
off
most
after
perfect thing since the Lost ending.
after the 6th episode.
I love
think,
Lost.
Was
Yeah.
it like the
It
long
started-
take
it starts-
episode?
I'd
Yeah.
say after, it,
I like that episode.
yeah,
That was really good.
It peaks at 6. It stops getting great after 8. I would say.
Yeah.
I think
I thought there was
there's
only
10.
There's
10
10
episodes.
10. I thought
yeah.
9 and 10 were just kind of okay.
It just
Yeah.
got to a point
Yeah.
where it was like it was so good that I was okay with it plateauing. But yeah, I think it is the second to last episode is where I think they could have really just wrapped everything up.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, we need 10.
There's another whole.
Maybe
hour.
they'll
Yeah.
learn from their mistakes in the newest edition, The Haunting of Connecticut. What's the movie? What's this one called?
Bly Manor.
Something
Yeah,
Manor. Yeah.
I'm
Because
excited
he's still
for that.
doing that one, right?
Yeah.
Blind Flying again. Right after
And
he,
his Dr. Sleep movie.
I'm pretty excited for it. The trailers, I seen one trailer. I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't really care for that. I'm reading the book right now. Did you read that?
I'm gonna read it now.
Okay,
Because the movie looks good to me now.
Yeah.
That was gonna be a January like dump, and I was like, oh,
And the
that's not
studio
good.
had confidence
They bumped
in
it
it.
up to
Mhm.
November.
Yeah, I heard it was testing well.
Yeah.
Whoa. it's
He
gonna be a
did some good
January?
reshoots. I've heard.
Additional photography.
Yeah,
people get very scared with reshoots.
Oh,
they get very, very scared. Don't get scared. Don't be scared.
Oh,
have you seen 3 from Hell?
Hell. So I did a video.
What? That's the Rob Zombie movie.
Yeah,
okay.
Came out for like 2 days.
2 different movies mixed up.
Yeah, 3 from Hell.
I love
3
Rob Zombie.
from Hell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love Rob Zombie. Lords of Salem, I think is like so.
I haven't seen it, but I heard like really good things about it.
I hadn't seen it before last year, and I was in Salem last Halloween because I went there to see Halloween 2018 early.
Nice.
I bought a ticket and I was like, fuck yeah, now I'm going to Salem. And Rob Zombie was like, hey, if anyone goes to the house from Lords of Salem and tweets me the picture, I'll put it on my Instagram. I was like, I want to be on Rob Zombie's Instagram.
Yeah.
So my friends and I all did that. And I was like, man, maybe I should watch this movie. And I watched it on the way home on a flight. I was just like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, it is? Lords of Salem is good?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. You might catch shit, or I might catch shit for saying it's good, but I liked it. I like most of his movies.
I enjoyed House of a Thousand Corpses. I never saw Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects
I liked
is really good.
Devil Rejects.
That one I did enjoy.
I'm not a huge fan of Rob Zombie, and I don't think no one's gonna give you shit. Everyone's nice here.
Dare you,
Yeah,
sir?
okay.
That's
Except
Mr.
for
Dracula.
like, that guy right there.
Dracula's awesome.
Because I didn't care for Halloween or Halloween 2.
Yeah, I like 2's director's cut more than
I don't know
Halloween.
if I've seen that one, the director's cut.
He like goes full on. He's like, it's not a Halloween movie anymore.
That's
it's
if
Rob
anything,
Zombie's
I
movie.
probably like that more, as
Yeah.
opposed to him doing his own thing and then the last 20 minutes of the first Halloween remake, just remaking Halloween.
I went in last year when I was looking for content when Halloween really started taking off for me. Like last year, I had like no subs. Halloween really took off for me. I was like, well, I'll just keep milking this. I love Halloween. Like I can talk about it all day, like forever.
Yeah.
And so I started reviewing all the movies and going back. When I got to Rob Zombies, I was like, ah, shit, I don't want to watch these. I ended up liking one less, loving director's cut of 2, which I was very surprised by. I don't know why. It just caught me on a good day.
Director's cuts, man. Zack
Yeah.
Snyder coming soon. I don't know.
So do you think the
Probably
studio
never.
held him back on...
I think they had him cut
Hollywood?
out a lot of stuff that made his Michael Myers not Michael Myers.
On the first one?
On
or
the second one.
On the second one.
Yeah.
Because the second one,
lot
no,
of
he's got the
emotional beats.
mask, right?
Yeah, but it's like
It's all
half of it's gone.
fucked up,
You can see his whole
yeah.
face. He also talks, which is weird.
Yeah.
He says die. He's just like, "Darr." He's
Oh,
just
no.
like, why?
Yeah, the first one I remember liking it when I saw it back then, but rewatching it now, it's just kind of a headache.
Yeah, it's just like screaming.
Everyone's
Yeah.
screaming
Trash
the whole
screaming.
time.
Yeah, that's what it is. Just white trash screaming, the movie.
Dagfurt screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that
But-
Platinum Dunes that made that one?
I don't
The
know.
Michael Bay's company? I'm trying to remember.
Dimension.
Was that?
Oh,
Weinstein
yeah, that
was,
sounds...
like sitting
Oh,
on it. They were just
that's
like,
right.
we got Halloween, and then they
Eesh.
lost it. Thank
So-
God.
Yeah.
Free from Hell, worth seeing?
I didn't see it.
Oh, I thought you saw it.
I don't know. I just like, I did a video on it. I thought I was excited. Started hearing things like it only shot in one location over a couple days. It just felt like Rob Zombie wanted to make a movie, and he only did this one because everyone was like, hey, you should go back to these characters.
Yeah.
And it just kind of had that energy to it for me. And then that's what I was hearing with reviews. I was just like, I don't want it to. I heard it retroactively ruins the Devil's Rejects. And like,
no.
these characters shouldn't have come back. So it makes you look back on that movie worse. I don't want that.
I was wondering how they were going to do that because of how Devil's Rejects pans out.
Do you want? I
haven't
mean,
seen it.
this
Yeah,
is a
I
major
don't want to say
spoiler,
anything,
like,
but yeah,
I'm
something
sure they all
happens in
just,
this.
like,
That
get
ending,
slaughtered.
though.
That fucking ending.
My
Oh
God.
my!
Ruins the ending.
I don't want to spoil anything,
Yeah.
but
Caca. Yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen Devil's Rejects?
Yeah, I love
Oh,
it.
okay,
a
all
great
right.
movie.
all right. But
Fine film.
But yeah, he'd been talking about that for a while.
Yeah.
I remember he had kind of not. I don't know if he announced it, but like, oh, I'm working on 3 from Hell. I remember
Yeah.
that being titled like a long time ago, and then just a trailer pops up. Like, oh, he made it.
He did all of the marketing through his Instagram.
Oh,
That's pretty
never
crazy.
good.
He
Weird.
probably didn't have a budget for it.
He
Though.
released the trailer on like Facebook. Well, Lionsgate fronted the money to get this into like this Fathom Events thing.
Yeah, it only was
Yeah.
screened in theaters for like 3 days.
Yeah,
Right?
they're doing one more because
Oh.
it did really well. I mean, it was weird seeing like Rob Zombie's 3 from Hell. It does amazing. Made $2 million. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot it was a Fathom event over 3 days.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty good. So they're bringing it back for one day.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
And, is he still doing music? You guys, I know Brian, you listen to
I
He's
don't
Rob
on tour.
Zombie.
That's
I
why
don't
it took
know.
so long because he announced it, shot it, decided to go on tour with Marilyn Manson, then edited it.
That'd be a crazy show.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie
Yeah, I've
being
seen
Marilyn
him live.
Manson. Oh, God.
Yeah,
a lot
at
of
the-
Buccaneers fans there.
It'd be weird.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm a Bucs fan.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I got you.
Like,
buddy.
we're going to the Rob Zombie show. Why are you telling me this?
A lot of stuff came out this year that just kind of like came and went for me. I remember
Yeah.
I was really stoked for Pet Cemetery. I enjoyed it for
Oh
what it
fuck!
was.
Yeah, I still
I
haven't
like,
seen
I
that.
like parts of it.
Yeah. Then they ruined the. I thought the ending was pretty mean spirited, and I like it. But
Pet
then they
Sematary,
released that alternate ending, which is even meaner, and I like
I
that.
haven't seen that.
So I don't know.
I still got to watch that one.
It's like watchable. It's
Yeah.
worth watching once just because I
Cast
like
is
the people
great.
who made it. Yeah.
Cast seems pretty dope.
Is Midsommar horror?
I'd say yeah.
Yeah,
It was
I
pretty
like
freaky.
Midsommar.
Is it good?
Midsommar.
Yeah.
I haven't
whatever.
seen it yet. but it's-
Midsommar.
It's worth
Midsommar.
watching.
I don't think it's as
say
good as
Midsommar.
Hereditary, but it comes close. It
Oh, it comes close
enough.
to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
really
really
liked
enjoyed it.
Oh,
I
wow.
just saw. You haven't seen it yet, huh?
Midsommar? No.
Oh, damn it. Never mind. All right.
It's almost available to rent, guys. It's at that point where digitally, it's like you
Almost
can buy
there.
this for $20. I'm like, one more week.
Yeah.
Oh,
One
that's
more
right.
week,
I
can
hate
rent
that
it for
shit.
$5.
Yeah.
Almost there.
I ordered
Yeah.
that, so that'll show up this
But
week.
I'm seeing like a screenshot of like something that he like trickled in there. I'm like, oh fuck!
I'm
And I,
glad
like
that
I want to
someone
watch
said
it
they
again.
Didn't see it, and I didn't spoil that. By
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
we're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about it.
yeah. So I
If
didn't
you're
want to say
watching this and
anything.
you're like on top of the movie, you know what we're talking
You know
about.
what's
It's
up.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that in the theater.
No, no idea. And that's the thing I do like about his filmmaking. Even though I didn't like Midsommar as much as Hereditary,
Same.
just all these little like storytelling within the movie
Yeah.
of just like stuff on the walls. It's like,
He's a really cool guy. I accidentally got invited to the premiere.
Oh.
I asked for a screening.
Oops.
It was a random screening, and then I like went there and I sat down and I started seeing all these famous people, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, you didn't know what it was?
Were you in like
no,
a t-shirt?
I just thought it was
and
a
shit, too?
screening. No, thank God. I was like,
You just wear a tuxedo
I
everywhere
had
you
a
go,
feeling
so
because
you're
it was
lucky.
at the ArcLight in Hollywood.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, screens aren't usually there.
Yeah.
So I show up with this is the one screen my girlfriend comes to. Like, thank God she got the like fun experience because
Right.
Yeah.
there was a party after, and I wasn't gonna go. And then once I realized what it was, I was like, this
Fuck
is
yeah.
like once in a
That's
lifetime.
pretty cool.
Party
Yeah.
with Will Poulter.
And Ari Aster was there, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm shooting my shot." I went up to him, I was like, "Hey, I love your movies. I love Hereditary." And his dad's like, "You like Hereditary?" And I was like, "What?" He was like, "I'm his dad."
Oh,
you like my son's movie?
oh,
I'm
John
Like,
Astor.
I was like,
Ad Astra.
Yeah, I love your movie.
Rob.
I love your kids. I love your kids' movie. Who doesn't love Hereditary?
Yeah,
it
that's
was just
great.
weird. It was cool. It was really nice. So it was
That's
a good
dope.
meet your heroes moment because Ari Aster was like the nicest dude ever.
He was
Yeah.
nice. He wasn't a dick.
So nice. He
That's
was,
good.
was talking to me for like 10 minutes.
Oh.
It was
Nice.
really cool.
It's always hard to do that though, because I mean, where we work, people come in all the time,
Yeah.
and like sometimes we as much as we want fucking David Eckstein, it's like,
Yeah.
I want to. He's a baseball player.
Yeah.
I talked
okay.
to David Eckstein for 10 minutes about
Yeah.
Angels baseball.
It's
guys.
it's conjuring
That'd
up
be
that but then also you want to be professional.
Yeah.
Like we had Matthew Lillard. We did a show a while back, and Matthew Lillard was on, and we got to
That's
meet him and
awesome.
talk to him. He's just a fucking cool guy.
Did he
It's
talk
just-
about all the new Scooby Doo stuff? Like,
No, I had a chance to ask him one question. I
okay.
asked him what was it like to work with Wes Craven.
I mean, that's a
Stupid.
good question.
That's a standard press
Like,
rep
he hasn't
question right there.
since
I mean, I wanna know the
What's it
1994.
like working with this director?
Yeah.
I give you credit. I didn't even talk to that. I hid in the room because I had the stupid Fred Durst goatee on. I'm
yeah.
like, he
It was the
can't fucking-
Halloween episode.
Yeah, and I was
And we-
Fred Durst for Halloween. And I was like, I can't let him see me like
Well,
this.
we were
No.
the three Freds. He was Fred Durst, he was Freddie Mercury, and I was Freddy Krueger. But he had
That's
like
good.
a mustache the whole time. too.
Shaved completely to the mustache and I have a picture with Matthew Lillard. My
There's
mustache and a wife beater on.
yeah,
That's awesome.
But
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard not to geek out.
Was
Yeah.
Child's Play good? Anyone see
I
that?
heard it was okay.
Haven't seen
I
it.
don't know.
No one saw that?
Yeah, and we have a
Uh,
very polite shaking of the head here.
I'm just going through like
Move on.
I typed in like
you-
top.
It just like doesn't have a reason to exist. Like that's what really bugged me about it. I don't know.
It is a strange one to remake too.
It was funny. I saw it. I was like, that was funny. I don't know if it really didn't need to be a Child's Play movie. It could have been its own thing, and I would have liked it a lot more. I think like the kills were cool.
Yeah.
There's like a skinned head, and they put the skin over a watermelon. I was like, that's clever.
Oh, okay.
wow.
That's
I like
pretty
that.
dope. Yeah.
And I mean, that's actually the only thing I remember from it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see Head Count?
No.
Oh yeah.
That's
that?
a good one.
It's that is on Netflix now.
It's on Netflix.
What
yeah.
is it?
Mhm.
Uh,
Bunch of kids out in Joshua Tree,
Oh,
and there's
okay.
a creepy thing outside.
Oh, okay.
That's basically.
I'll watch that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sounds
There's like one thing I didn't care for it, but
Oh, okay. I'll
it's
check
it's
that
it's,
out.
it's definitely worth watching. I think
Okay.
that's technically a 2019 release.
Yeah,
It sounds really
it says
familiar.
2018 on Netflix, but I think it released around here.
It might have been a
2019.
festival
Yeah,
and then
something
come
like
out
that.
this year.
Yeah.
I'm
but yeah,
excited.
it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's kind of got like I don't know what I want to say. But check
Yeah,
it out.
spoil it.
It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I can't even think. Our friend Darina keeps recommending "Don't Tickle the Tiger." What's the movie called?
Oh,
Don't tickle the tiger.
Fucking "Don't Hold Your Tiger."
I like Don't
It's
tickle
on
the
Shudder.
tiger.
Yeah.
Shudder got it.
It's-
Tigers are not afraid.
Tigers Not Afraid.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
I like
Spanish
Don't
horror
Tickle
I
film.
gotta
the
watch
think.
that.
Yeah.
That's on my list. They brought back Creep Show. They did a great job.
Did they?
Yeah.
I never really
Sorry,
got
let me
into
say
the
that.
original one.
I like
George
the
A.
original.
Romero
Yeah.
and Stephen King.
They
yeah.
they made they put out one episode, 2 shorts. Both feel like they could be slotted into either movie, more 2 because they're a little bit cheaper. Pretty good.
Cody, what?
I'm just thinking of Don't Tickle the Tiger. Just imagining that movie in my head. Like there's this like bronze statue of a tiger.
I heard
like,
that movie's fucked up.
Don't tickle the tiger.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And the real version.
Yeah.
Bronze tiger comes to life.
You don't want to see what comes out of that.
Every like reaction tweet is like, I love movies that are willing to go this far when kids are involved. I'm like,
It's every horror
that's
movie.
like kind of a spoiler, but
Oh, right.
also,
And that's what you look forward to in a movie.
yeah, I was like, oh, it's
We
weird.
used to
But I'm
do
gonna
this.
watch it.
We used to do a segment on this. It wasn't even really a segment. When like a big movie would come out, we would predict everyone's social media reactions.
Yeah, we should do that more.
We should definitely do that more.
Yeah, definitely for Star Wars and whatever other big movies are coming out the rest.
I guess Dr. Sleep.
Eh.
From
what's
book,
like
from page to screen.
yeah,
You know, it's
so
like typical
give me an
shit.
example of how you would predict Dr. Sleep reactions.
Oh, this is good. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
Because this sounds fun.
As a fan of the book,
Yeah. ...
and
It was everything I wanted it to be and more.
more.
And
got one.
more.
Ooh,
I'm definitely not going to be able to sleep tonight.
paging doctor. That's pretty good. As a lifelong King fan,
Yeah.
they made they took liberty of changing blank. It'll be like be all underscore
Wait, I got
blank from I don't know where I was going
The
with that.
ending
I'll
was
do this.
great.
No one's seen Ewan McGregor yet. I feel like everyone's going to be
Ewan McGregor
Steals the show.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor steals the show.
tour de force.
I was just going to add on to my previous one. Call the doctor. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
Dr. Sleep proves that King is really the king of horror.
This ranks as one of the best Stephen King adaptations of all time.
Yeah.
That one comes up every
Yeah.
time. I saw that for Pet Cemetery.
Yeah,
I
oh
was like,
yeah.
really?
Move along, move aside it.
Yeah.
Flanagan's the new king.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm very much looking forward to this movie.
I
I'm like
can't
really
wait for it.
self-conscious about reaction tweets now. Like,
Yeah.
We're just gonna see what Jimmy said.
Let's pull him up.
oh yeah, you can pull it up.
No, I don't want to do it right now.
I don't know. I like stew on them. Like after It Chapter 2, I like rewrote it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just
Yeah.
like, fuck it. Like, I know I'm being respectful to the movie. Like I'm trying to go into these things. I honestly don't go to screens anymore. I don't ask for them.
Do you get press invites? Or have
Yeah,
you gotten
I've
press
got-
invites?
Yeah, but now it's just like I have the AMC pass.
Yeah.
And the Alamo Draft House is open. So like
yeah.
I'd rather wait most of the time. And I'm getting to the point where I just don't think I think it's very hard to accurately critique a movie with one viewing.
Yes.
And it's
Absolutely.
like everyone's rushing to get their reaction out for embargo. And it's like ties into my whole thing I was talking about earlier where it's just like I'm going to make the content I want to make. I'd rather wait until I can do the movie justice after these people spent months, literal months working on this shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how hard movie making was until I went on a set visit and I was just like, oh, this isn't like fun and games.
Can you say what movie you visited for?
Yeah, The Nun.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, The Nun. That was a
could've
bummer.
just said none your business.
Oh, dude, I was so excited for The Nun after the set visit.
Yeah.
And that was a big letdown.
I was looking forward to that movie, man. I liked was it Corn Hardy?
Yeah, dude, he's
I liked
awesome.
his last movie, the one
Oh,
with in
The Hollows?
in the woods in I think it's Ireland or
Yeah.
Ireland.
A lot of people who make Irish horror movies do it because I think the government gives them money to make the movie.
Oh,
yeah, they
okay.
like give you
Really?
budget. So you'll see a
Oh.
lot of Irish. It's called like the Irish Film Board or something. You'll see the ad before. I looked this up because I used to do a lot of indie horror reviews, and I would see
film
that
some
before,
stuff
and
in
I'd be like,
Ireland.
what's
guys.
going on? Yeah.
Some good talent.
Maybe we can do
Yeah.
the Leprechaun remake in
Let's do
Ireland.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Call it Blumhouse. Let's do
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
let's do it.
Can
Leprechaun
you imagine a Blumhouse Leprechaun remake?
in the Hood 3.
Oh man, that'd be great.
They just did a Leprechaun.
They did, huh?
They
It
did
wasn't
a Halloween
Blumhouse.
2018 style sequel for sci-fi.
Really?
Sci-fi made it.
Oh.
Wasn't
Did Jennifer
good.
Aniston come back?
They got the best imitator of her voice.
Oh.
And they have the little.
Oh, does her character show up? Or
The main character in this movie is her daughter.
looks
Looks nothing like her.
fuck.
Like, not even same. No,
It's-
like not even the same bloodline. This actress, like
Kevin Bacon's not in that one either, is
no,
he?
they
Someone
brought
that looks
back,
like
the
him.
bigger guy.
Oh, okay.
The dummy who like lives around the town, Otis or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
He's in
It's
it.
been a minute since I've seen fucking Leprechaun.
They have the leprechaun sit there with its mouth open, and then they play Jennifer Aniston imitator's voice out of its mouth. But they didn't know how long the clip was gonna be, so the lips don't move. It's just like.
Oh, that's funny. I'm surprised they didn't just like modulate it and get samples of her voice
They
and
did
then
a
just.
good job.
That's pretty cool.
It was weird.
That's funny.
I mean, maybe they did. Maybe that's how they did it. I never looked into it, but
Yeah.
the movie wasn't great. It was fun.
Yeah, but you also before we're gonna do a segment called Bedtime Stories in just a second. But before we do that, you not only cover stuff horror movie related, but you also do video games and shit too.
I try to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You playing Resident Evil? You played a lot of Resident Evil too.
That's like all I play. I just
So fucking no! Stop it! Are you a Pokemon
We're
fan?
gonna talk about Lavender
Pokemon.
Town.
Ooh. What's your favorite? What's your favorite? Okay, like what's your Pokemon like history? I'm excited.
Every
Take a breather.
single
I just-
goddamn game.
Let's ask the question
I'm
again.
an
Let's hold on,
addictive
let's hold
Pokemon Go player. My office where I work is a fucking gym, and I got the two guys in my office that they made fun of me. I got them to play it,
Oh, nice.
and so we have raids in our office every day. We
Yeah,
have
My mom was showing me photos of her trip from Europe, and I was like scrolling across, and then there was one of just a Pokemon. I was just like, oh yeah, I played Pokemon in Europe.
oh man,
I was like, oh my god.
Pokemon's great.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to the new game?
Yeah, I
Switch?
saw people complaining about the graphics. I'm like, well, it's Pokemon.
They got
Like,
everything. They're complaining that you can't catch every single Pokemon or a trade from
Yeah,
past
I don't
games.
care.
It's like,
No one ever catches
Nobody
them all,
does.
I
okay?
make the
You all
same
say you do, you
team.
never
Yeah.
do. I'm
yeah.
so sick.
Have
of
you
that
seen
shit.
Farfetch'd? He's
With
got
the
a
sword?
fucking sword. Shut up about it.
Put a sword. Do you have an editor?
I do, but I'm too lazy.
Put a sword
I don't do
here.
that kind of
Oh,
shit
okay.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's
I
not in the
wouldn't either.
budget. That's not in the budget.
Surfetch.
We stumbled. We did a horror podcast back in the day called Horror Flicks. That was me and Cody, not Brian.
okay.
Brian doesn't like horror films, and I used to like edit the episode.
You really?
Like-
and that's like an hour and a half
yeah,
long thing.
I don't know
You would do
how
that.
I fucking did that.
You have
With
to
the
play
video
pause,
or
It was
Yeah.
video.
Put
Yeah,
images. It was
Full
yeah.
on. Oh, he used to like.
We had
logos
segments.
pop out.
Yeah, we
I
had
was
a
like,
whole
we're talking about
segment.
Cody. We're looking back like, why would
Why'd
you
you
waste
stop?
your time?
like 50
Why did
people
we
watch.
stop?
There aren't that many horror
Life got in
podcasts.
the way.
Yeah, life finds a way. Yeah.
Finds
It was
a-
starting to
finds a
pick up
way to get in the way.
steam towards the end too. A lot of people
really?
were kind of catching on to it too. Yeah.
Damn.
But that's where the segment Bedtime Stories comes from.
Oh, cool. I'm excited for this one.
Let's do it.
Is there like a
I don't. really
sound?
Have.
Stop it. Find some kind of cool music.
Just look up scary music, Brian.
Scary music, yeah.
Just
Royalty
press play.
free.
Press play button.
Last week we talked about a segment called Bedtime Stories, not Ghost Stories. It's a segment that Cody and I used to do on our old horror podcast where we had people send us ghost, creepy stories, demonic possessions. I don't know if that really counts, but cult experiences that we got one time back in the day. Anything that you encountered in your personal life, as long as it didn't traumatize you to the point where you have PTSD till this day. We wanted to.
If you have like a fun ghost story that you
Yes.
like to tell friends,
Yeah,
and you want to
it's
share it on this show, you can send it in.
Or if you went to a haunted house and a couple of homeless people start chasing you with knives, that's
Yeah,
fine too.
creepy.
That's traumatizing.
Well, unless you're cool about it. You know?
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. So while I haven't really sought one out, that one's kind of short. Jimmy here also has a story to tell us. But I'm gonna read. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I got a story here.
You got it.
Should we do the lights?
I'll set the mood. You start.
All
Or
right.
Actually, this is gonna be weird if you're starting with. the
Cody's
lights.
gonna go and turn the lights off. I'm gonna pour myself a little bit of a bubbly.
All right, so this is a segment.
That's what that is.
Yeah. Now feel free to get another beer too. We're alcoholics here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Oh, wow.
How do we know the camera length?
Some good exposure.
What do you mean? Camera like if it goes out?
Yeah.
You'll see like the black bars around it and shit.
Okay.
So if you guys want to turn up your phones. Ooh. You turned your phone off.
I'll turn it
man.
on. It's okay.
All right. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to the deep cut. That was just for Cody. That was
What's
just,
up, guys? Sorry,
just,
John. I love
that's
you.
just for me and Cody. This is a segment called Bedtime Stories. And today's story, I want to try to do no sleep. By the way, Cody did a no sleep episode. It's great. Check it out.
What?
Link to
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll talk about that in a
That
second.
means you're famous.
He's fucking famous as fuck. He's gonna get so laid.
You're the one who had a kid, right?
He's married. Yeah, he's got a wife. She listens to the show. Sorry, Marissa.
Just so much ass.
I don't know why that one got you.
Let's move on with the show here.
This edition of Bedtime Stories.
You hear that no sleep podcast? I want to sleep with the guy who wrote it.
I'm sorry. Okay. All right.
Phone on here.
This edition.
Who would ever say that?
There's gonna be no sleeping tonight. All right. Fucking the lights turn off and we turn to different people. Okay. This story looks stupid. This story comes from listener Andy Ortiz.
Andy.
Thank you, Andy, for sending this in.
No,
If you guys want to know his Gmail account, it's going to be
Brian.
all right here. Just kidding.
Not
all right.
Not
Here we
Andy
go.
Warhol at Gmail.
I have not read the story, so apologies in
you
advance.
didn't pre-screen it if it's shit.
Good
Yeah,
prep on
well,
our
we'll see.
part.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
Better
You
not
guys
suck,
got the email.
Andy.
You guys got the. Shut up, Cody.
Does it have a
Stay
title?
in character.
It
here.
doesn't have a title, so we'll come up with one after.
Doesn't have a title, Andy, not Warhol.
Okay, he says, "Dear Wanger Show, hey, what's up?
Hey, man.
This was a dream."
Called him Wandy. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
This was a dream I had about a year ago that haunts me to this day. So we got a dream, guys. Check this out.
Whoa.
I found myself at the entrance of a great room. The room was long and narrow, made of marble stone. Stained glass windows adorned the west side of the hall.
Expensive room.
And in the middle of the light from the skylight filled the room. The light shined on an altar that was enclosed by a round rail.
It's great prose.
You getting married, Andy?
This guy's trying out for no sleep. He's going to get laid too. Curiosity struck, and I began to walk towards the middle of the room. 5 steps in, I hear footsteps behind me.
Oh.
And I...
It's a peg leg.
He's a pirate!
It sounded like he was
It's a
rolling.
Buccaneers fan.
All right.
All right.
I hear footsteps behind me, and I turn to see where the sound originated. 2 6-feet-high demons covered the entrance of the great hall, each with 2 curved horns at their heads, wings like a bat that towered over their physique. Crimson skin covered their body in a diagonal pattern from head to toe. They snarled at me in unison. That was his toe. It's like a velociraptor.
One toe.
One toe. They snarled at me.
Forgot to cut.
They snarled at me in unison, telling me I was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and lunch was just served to them.
Seems like you were
Did they
lost,
say all
Andy.
of that in unison?
Y'all in unison.
That was pretty
What
well.
if they got a word off? Like, God damn it, Steve. We're
What if
supposed to be
this?
synchronized.
What if this nightmare is so traumatizing to him? All right, fear struck his entire body. At this point, I know that I am dreaming. Yet the paralysis enwrapped my dream body and physical body. Sleep paralysis is no fucking joke.
Yes.
More steps behind me, and me sounded behind.
They're kind of just
okay.
dragging their feet at this point.
More steps sounded behind me, and again I turned around. 20 feet ahead, a woman running towards me. This woman radiated with beauty. Ooh, this is going to be a dirty dream. She wore a purple dress, a crown on her head, and pregnant. Oh no, I know where this is going. A full sprint, she ran towards me. I thought she ran up next to me, not stopping. At this moment, the paralysis became panic because I saw my heart turn into flame and enlarge at the same time. I recited the prayer of the Magnificent because I remembered a story about my grandfather who would recite it before he confronted witches who would trespass on his farm in Mexico.
This is getting good, Andy. Not Warhol.
As the woman ran past me, I finished the prayer, and without fear, the woman ran straight towards the demon. And so my dream ended, and I woke up. Gratefulness, fear, awe, and wonderment.
Andy.
Said, P.S. Thanks for the laughs and for the true friendship the 3 of you and any guests it brought on the show that we shared together. That was it.
Man. That got pretty good at the end there.
Yeah.
That was good.
Woo!
That was pretty good.
Scary.
Yeah.
Dreams.
Y'all ever dealt with synchronized demons before?
That's pretty dope.
Pretty creepy.
Were they like a quartet?
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know.
Do I turn the lights on now, or do we do Jimmy?
got another one.
We do Jimmy's story.
Let's do Jimmy's story. Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy's story.
Okay.
Play the
It's
music,
not really
Brian.
a ghost story. It's like a
Well, be prepared to
weird
be interrupted every time.
experience.
Oh, okay. What you got?
All right,
You said it's
so-
firsthand, so I
Yeah.
expect a lot of hands.
What
Feel
happened,
free to
Jimmy?
add your own sound effects.
Okay. So I'm from Michigan. I've said that a few times already.
Detroit!
Went back last October-ish, a little bit longer than that. Probably 2 Octobers ago. Went back.
That's a couple of years.
My parents have a cool house out in the woods.
Gina and Todd.
And we went out there. And near this house, there's a road called Blood Road.
That's that. Okay. Why would you go
And
there? Okay.
We wanted to go check it out at night. We
course you
wanna
would.
see Blood Road. It's like, it's off the beaten path. Like, we're out in the middle of the woods.
Oh,
There's
beaten path, Blood Road?
Yeah. So there's like a farm running down it, and I had looked it up prior to this at work, trying to figure out if there's anything actually spooky going on at Blood Road. And these guys said that they were on Blood Road. They saw a big fire out in the woods with people like chanting around it. They stopped to go check it out.
How would you do that?
And the guy opened his door. He got it open like a little bit, and then someone slammed it, and he had his window down. And then the person was like, "Get in your car, like stay in your car, get out of here. We don't give second chances." So that's like the first story that comes up.
Shit.
Second story that comes up. At one end of this road, there's a bridge called Crybaby Bridge, where a lady like, like,
They called me Crybaby Christian in elementary school.
did your mom throw you off this bridge and your voice is there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Then
So-
this doesn't apply to you.
this lady threw a baby off the bridge, and then you hear the
Jesus.
baby when you're on it. We like tried to hear the baby. You can't hear the baby. So we're like, it's dark now. It's October. Let's go to Blood Road. And
What's wrong
so
with you, Jimmy? Why are
Blood
you doing
Road
this?
is a weird road because it ends in an L
covered in
shape
blood.
that goes back to the highway. And at the end of the L, we were kind of walking around, and
There's an L in blood.
we think we hear people in the tree line, and we're like, oh shit, that's scary. This is me and my best friend. If you've been on my YouTube channel, it's George.
Jerry.
So
fuck.
George and I are walking around looking for ghosts and shit. We're
George is
drunk.
in the jungle.
And I was pretty drunk. And so we see a flashlight out in the woods.
Okay. The camera went out. No, the power went out in the story.
It's the Sony camera.
Yes, you're good. You're good. You're good. Keep going.
Wait, keep going?
Yeah, the
Okay.
audio's still going.
Okay. So we see a flashlight light up on the woods, and we start like taking a couple steps back, and then another flashlight lights up, and then another one does, and we're like full on turning, like running away, running back to the car. So I turn back around as I'm running back to the car, and I see 4 or 5 total flashlights, and they're bobbing as if they're running towards us.
Yes.
So because of where we were parked, the only way to get out of here, because Blood Road's 1-lane road,
Did you have to back up?
we had to go at them basically and take the right turn back to the highway.
Jimmy!
No, Jimmy,
And
don't do
so
it.
I caught a glimpse. It's a bunch of dudes, like a bunch of like older guys in all black, like
Men.
a black sweatshirt and
Bunch of black dudes?
pants. Yeah, like but actually black and not like skin color black.
Oh, okay.
They're wearing black.
Like you're wearing black. Got it. Cool,
They're
cool,
running.
Yeah, yeah.
We like peel past them. Thank God they were farther out in the woods, so they couldn't get to the car. And we're just like, wow, that was fucked up. Haven't been back to Blood Road since.
Jimmy, what the fuck, man?
It was.
Okay, so you had the first story happen first,
Cool. It was college.
and you went back? You decided to go back? Or is this all on the same night?
No, that was on the same night.
Both stories were in the same night?
Yeah, this was.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. It was wild.
Holy shit.
So I'm going back to Michigan in a couple weeks. Kind of want to go check
Don't
out Blood Road.
go to
Well,
Blood.
I be positive that I won't go to Blood Road.
I want to go see it. My real reason I want to go there is I want to steal the street sign that says Blood Road.
You should
but
call us.
someone else does
from
it first
there.
every time.
Yeah,
Idea
you should
show.
let us know when you're at Blood
Ooh.
Road.
All right, I'm done.
All right.
live feed.
How's
Yeah,
the
so
cell
that's
phone
pretty
service
scary.
there? Wow.
Cell phone service is fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can
Well, they
make a
got good
call.
towers
Yeah,
over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Over
yeah.
by where the
They have
Pistons used to
Wi-Fi?
play
Yeah.
in Auburn Hills.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Detroit
Bloody hell.
Pistons. Yeah.
Nice.
So that was cool. That was
Wow.
kinda scary.
Wow.
That is
That's pretty creepy. I
riveting.
think if anything, cults scare me more than actual like ghost stories and shit.
Yeah, I mean, like,
It's pretty
I'm gonna
creepy.
assume they were a cult because, like, why are you out in the woods dressed in black with a flashlight?
The-
right? Like,
the we
something
don't-
weird was going on.
the we don't give second chances line. Ooh.
Yeah, that wasn't me. Is that why you were asking about the why 2 stories?
Oh, okay.
That was when I was like, is he asking
I
about
see.
that story? That definitely wasn't me. That's on a forum I found on the internet.
I
If you
see.
Google Blood Road, that'll come right up.
Okay.
That's what I read at work.
I understand. Okay.
That was my
I
bad.
thought you
told the story
experienced
poorly.
that and then stayed on there and then
I
saw
don't
the
go
other
on a
one.
lot of podcasts. I don't have opportunities to tell these stories, so I didn't test
Jimmy,
this
you're
out
doing
with
a
my
great job.
girlfriend.
You're doing a
That's my
great
bad.
job, buddy.
No, that's
Oh,
totally
man.
fine because we just say the same shit every week.
It's just friends hanging out, right?
Yeah.
I don't call friends, but
Oh, okay.
So was there like, these guys were like in a circle or anything?
It was like a tree line in front of me, and I could see a big house far back, and they were basically all in a line. And it was like just this creepy ass moment. It's like how something would happen in a movie or like a video game,
yeah.
where it's like you saw one flashlight, and then a couple seconds later it was like another.
so
and
it'd be
then
like
another over here.
for everyone watching,
Yeah,
so
so like
everyone
we could do
ever
it.
cover it.
So
It'd be like
Christian. Yeah. It
Oh,
was just like that.
that's creepy. We should
Oh.
use that.
"Hey, get out of there, boy!"
Yeah.
I don't know if they talk like that, but it's not
I don't
deliverance.
remember. Again, I was pretty drunk, but
you're
very scary. It was genuinely creepy. Like I've never had anything like that actually happen before, because you hear all these stories, especially out in Michigan, where people live out in the woods, and it's like, oh, there's creepy stuff going on, but that was legit creepy.
That is pretty nuts.
Yeah.
And that has been this edition of Bedtime Stories. Shh. Go to bed. Sleep tight.
I'm gonna turn the lights on now.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get the other
Go
one.
to Blood Road.
Don't go to Blood Word. I meant to say like
Word.
Blood Word.
Don't go there either.
Yeah.
Now we'll feel safe. Oh,
Yeah.
the camera went out again. Is it overheating?
Oh
God damn
no,
it.
the
I hope
camera's
not.
gone.
That's the downfall of Sony cameras.
What the hell?
Camera's
That was weird.
haunted.
The screen just went out and then it's recording again.
Are you sure it's
Is it?
recording?
No, yeah, because they would show the black bar. Let me just double check. Do some filibuster.
Filibuster.
Doing the filibuster, guys. I didn't know what the word filibuster meant until
Until you saw Mr.
That was
Smith
too
Goes
late.
to Washington?
yes, actually. In like 12th grade,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
watched that shit in government class. or
I don't
whatever,
remember where
yeah.
I learned it,
Ah.
but I know what it
good
means.
movie.
so-
No, I will not yield, sir. Yeah.
I think I learned
Good
it
shit.
from the
It's a
Patton
new
Oswalt.
Jimmy
reenacting
Stewart, man. Let's talk
filibuster.
about Jimmy Stewart. What a great actor he was, huh?
I thought Mr. Smith Goes to Washington was the original film to Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Thank
He
you.
had that one ready because he knew where you were going.
Because you could tell like he's like in joke mode.
he just landed
Well,
that
it wasn't
time.
necessarily a joke. You meant
Mr. Smith.
I said I be positive I'm not going to Blood Road. like AB.
I got that. It was a blood
Oh,
type.
I didn't even get that one.
I said that earlier, and I got nothing.
I heard it.
It's fine if you didn't hear it, but Brian clearly heard it.
I didn't get it.
I was busy playing the creepy music.
That was good creepy music.
Yeah, it was really good.
So, if you want to tell us a story, a bedtime story, hit us up or send an email to.
I don't remember. It's in the description.
That was more so like a. Should I?
Wangershow.
Yeah. If
At gmail.com. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to be sending us
Jeez.
pics. Ugh. But, in the description, Wanger Show at gmail.com. If you have a bedtime story, send it to us. Maybe we'll read it on the show. Maybe we
You guys
won't.
told your sleep paralysis stories?
I have
Worse
on
of
the show.
sleep paralyses to indicate that there's more than one.
Did you like that?
That was
Ooh.
good.
That was pretty good,
That was
right?
Smooth.
Sleep paralysis.
No. Have you had it, Cody?
No.
Jimmy, sleep
White
paralysis?
jeans.
And what the hell are you talking
White
about? with multiple?
jeans?
You don't have any worries when you're asleep. You're just like,
That's why you guys didn't like La Llorona, because you just didn't get it. You didn't get that story told to you as a
I
kid.
wanted to see it.
I love the La Llorona maze at Halloween.
Yeah,
Horror
that one
Nights.
was dope.
That was my favorite. And then the movie came out, and she's like, "Yeah, La Llorona."
Is that what she said?
Linda Cardellini.
Oh, yeah.
saying-
La Llorona.
Yeah.
Llorona.
I didn't see it, but
No,
didn't
My
like it.
Sharona,
Llorona.
not my
it was
Sharona.
not good. It was not scary.
I love the
Just
trailers for it. I was really looking forward to it.
You did?
It was like a worst hits of the Conjuring franchise.
no.
Like they just picked moments. They were like, throw them in. Doesn't matter if they connect.
Yeah, maybe someday. Maybe
Monster design on La Llorona, very good. She was cool. She had like the wedding dress whole thing going on. I think she had a knife. I don't remember. She was a cool design.
Okay.
Aren't
Knives
you
are
guys
cool.
gonna tell me like a horror movie to watch?
Yeah. Okay. So
What? You all right,
Brian's
Cody?
not huge into horror
Just
films.
stunned by the yeah.
Cody and I are the big horror guys.
Okay.
I was
We
surprised.
also like scary movies.
Like I know that. Nice. I like that. What I don't know what I'm saying. Go on. Fucking lost my train of thought.
Oh, don't give up.
I was distracted by your
Start.
fucking thing. Okay, I figured it out. I knew
Tampa
that,
Bay.
I knew that you weren't a big horror fan, but I didn't realize that you haven't really seen a lot of the major movies.
I started last year. I saw Friday the 13th for the first time.
not
the
good.
original. It's
Okay.
god
A
awful.
lot of
It's
chewing
terrible.
the fat in that
Yeah.
one.
It's so
A lot of
bad.
establishing
Which,
shots.
by the way,
That's what you started with.
No, but
Okay.
but I think before that I saw the original Halloween. I've never seen it all the way through,
Oh, wow.
and
That's a
that's
good one.
really good.
Very
the original Halloween's
Plug
good.
that shit.
And I was going to say, for all of October, or most of October, we're going to try our darnest. We're going to be doing commentaries every week for spooky movies. Last year,
Whoa.
Cody and I did Nightmare on Elm Street. We did the original Halloween.
Scream.
We did Scream.
What? I gotta listen to these.
One other one.
I'll send them to you.
Oh, I forget the other
Fuck!
one. Man.
What are you saying?
Commentaries we
commentaries
did
we
last
did
year.
last
Scream,
year.
Nightmare
We
on
did
Elm Street,
commentary?
Halloween.
Yeah.
And
There was another one.
I'm not gonna get it for you. I was just trying to.
I could
jog
look it
your
up
memory.
right here. I'm going to look it up.
Good.
I don't think I was there for this.
I might have just done
You were there for the Halloween one.
Yeah, Cody and I did a
saw
couple of them
that.
just by ourselves.
Sounds
Well,
good.
this week, I did a commentary with our friend Alex Marzonia. Don't forget the Enya. He's a great musician.
Cool.
And we did Friday the 13th,
Oh, the original?
the original one.
So bad.
It's terrible. And we were constantly pointing that out as it was happening. But
Has
there's
he
one.
seen it before?
No, he's never seen it. And there was just, and I really realized how scared of horror films he is. And
He's so jumpy.
he's very,
so
very
cute without
jumping.
Little
scared
guy.
again. He's
Is
like,
there anything
"Oh,
really
no."
to jump at in that? There's one cool shot right with the roof where it pans across the roof and like the
I'll-
gutter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I like
There's
that
actually
shot.
one thing that made me jump, and it was like a body on a door, and it swung back. I was like, ah!
yeah.
and I just like, oh fuck, I didn't.
Yeah.
There's one the jump scare at the very end where he jumps out of the.
That's
Yeah,
the
It's a
final
it's
one.
it's a
It's the big
OG.
it's a wonderful moment that happens on
How
the
did I have to
commentary.
like remember that?
It's not. I'm trying. I can't even look up.
I'll look
my-
it up. You
Okay,
talk, I
okay,
got
okay. So yeah, we're gonna work
It
on
was Nightmare. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, Halloween.
Oh shit! I thought.
And then one more.
Nightmare was the other one.
So yeah, Friday the 13th, patreon.com/wangers. You can get that for just $3. Pledge every month and you get a whole bunch of other stuff. We actually just had 2 bloopers come out recently for our latest sketch. We're working on a brand new short film. If you pledge today, you get to see that first before everybody else does. There'll be more details on that. Patreon peeps will probably get the trailer first before the public does. Again, more details on that later. But yeah, so we will be doing Friday the 13th. You can also find that on Bandcamp. A bunch of other commentaries we did there. Like the Lizzie McGuire movie. Check it out, because that's what dreams are made of.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Man,
And I saw that the Halloween episode of Lizzie McGuire like a couple days ago.
oh, that
So
one was
bad.
fucking scary.
It's so bad.
That one was cool.
Where she's like scaring the other white girl.
Fuck.
Where she's like pretend because like
it's not Claire or
she got
Carly.
made fun of, so Lizzie's like pretending to be a zombie.
Yeah.
Like going to the zoo and like brains.
Fucking Gordo in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is there like a nostalgia factor for you, or did you just throw that on?
Well,
Yeah, what was
because my girlfriend works for a Disney show,
Oh, cool.
so like we were watching that, and then that came on YouTube, and the whole episode's on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
So that whole
Shit, maybe that
Halloween
commentary will
episode,
be. Maybe that should be a commentary. I
It
don't know.
looks so bad because it looks like it's shot on like home video.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's probably like 3/4 and all this shit
it looks
too.
like
yeah.
no lighting. Like they had no budget for any.
I
of
love
it.
watching old Halloween episodes.
Oh fuck
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, Community.
fun.
Hey
Yeah,
Arnold.
Community's
Remember the
so
Hey
good.
Arnold Halloween episode?
Yeah.
No.
With the aliens, it was basically like H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't
I
know
went
that.
way down the Hey Arnold rabbit hole today
Oh.
because I was making a stupid fucking joke about the new Halloween. I was like, we got a metric pumpkin ton of of leaks. And I was like, not a normal pumpkin, like
I go
Stinky
metric.
Peterson's pumpkin from Hey
Arnold.
Arnold. And I was like, I'm trying to gauge the age of my audience.
Stinky.
Did anyone get it?
I'm going to record that tonight. I wrote this
Okay,
down.
I got you.
So
Be on the lookout for
I went
that.
down the deepest Hey Arnold rabbit hole, and that definitely came up. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Oh, that episode was creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Maybe we're done. I mean, Disney Plus. Check out Wait for Disney Plus. We're gonna be watching so many fucking Disney Channel
Oh, man,
originals.
Is that
I'm so
November?
excited.
November. Well, they did a sign up thing. November 12th. If you sign up, like if you basically pre-order it, you get it a week early, and then if not, it comes out nationwide.
There is an incentive. I was trying to
think
figure that out.
so.
Like, why the fuck would I pre-order a streaming service?
Yeah,
That's
so
an
you get
incentive.
it ahead of time. What did we do? Did we do Jason X?
All right, guys. So we did the horror movies that we said. All right. So our first commentary of October last year was the classic horror film.
Oh no.
Tag.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ! So
Tag
we
the
ended up
first
just
week.
doing 3.
So, like midway through October, we're like shit, we should do horror movies.
I didn't like
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm sorry.
great.
It's
movie.
like Brian's favorite movie of last year.
Was it last year? I feel like it's been out forever.
That was last year, right? Yeah.
Probably.
AFI film
That's
100.
the CGI arms
It's
one,
classic.
right?
When
Yeah,
he broke
'cause
his
he's
arm.
Uncle.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That's
an
pretty funny.
achievement.
I mean, it's great.
I
great
couldn't
effects.
tell.
Anyways,
Great CGI. Great
so
story.
I mean, we did it just
Great
recently.
friendship.
We did the first It.
Okay.
Brian, and Alex was on that one, I believe.
For the original It?
For the original It. So you can check that out. But for this,
Long,
for all of this October,
Georgie.
who? Oh yeah, and Georgie, our
Yeah.
friend Georgie. Yeah, that person was on there.
Yeah.
So this week, Friday the 13th, I want to try to do. I don't want to say it.
Oh, okay.
Patreon peeps. We do like a monthly post of what's
Wonderful.
coming out all of October. You'll see what those commentaries will be. I haven't shot any of them or recorded any of them yet, but there's a couple.
You
that I
recorded
wanna
the
do.
Friday the 13th one.
Yeah,
You've done
that one's
one, so
officially
that's
happening,
actually
so-
Have you
And
guys
I-
done
Oh, man.
Scream yet?
Brian, you serious?
Have you guys
We
thought
mentioned
about doing
multiple
Scream?
times
Have
in the
you
last
been?
5 minutes that we did
No,
Scream
yeah. Hey,
last
you know what?
year.
Let's do Scream. Let's do Scream.
Brian.
Yeah, we'll
I don't
redo
remember
Scream
doing
for you.
Scream.
I think it might have just been me and him.
I don't
You
get
like Scream
invited to
4?
these horror movies.
Yeah.
Love Scream 4.
Scream 4 is so
Aged
bad.
like a fine wine.
Fuck
in a
yeah.
bad
It's
way. It's like the
fantastic.
social media
Would you
stuff
say,
is-
because that's a 2011 movie,
Yeah.
Yes.
would you say that's one of the best horror films in the past 10 years of the
Oh,
2010s?
easily. Yeah, I love Scream 4. I
It
have no
might
problem
crack my
saying
top
that.
10. It might
Yeah.
crack my top. That'd be a fun list to do.
Fuck yeah, it would be.
Horror movies of the 2010s?
Yeah, because I
love
keep
Scream.
thinking like, what are the best 10 movies of the past of the 2010s?
Break
And
it
like,
down into
fucking
genre.
horror films would be easier because there's not as many of them.
Would you put Jennifer's Body? I
think that was 2009
or 8, right?
That's
9.
having its comeback right now.
It is
You know
because I
that?
saw like Megan Fox was talking. They
Yeah,
had like
so
a
Beyond
thing at
Fest.
Fantastic or Beyond Fest.
Yeah, well, maybe Fantastic Fest too.
Maybe.
She went on a podcast also and talked about it, and then they just did it at Beyond Fest where they brought her out to do a Q&A. So that movie's having a comeback. I don't know. That's one where I'm like, I get why people like it now, but
Yeah.
it doesn't. I don't think it's as good as it's being sold right
Okay.
now. Yeah.
Well, fuck, man. Shit. I know you work far. You live kind of far from where we are.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay. Well, love to try to have you on a fucking commentary for one of these
I've been
horror
trying
films.
to get movie commentaries going since I like moved out here.
Yeah.
They're fun, man.
They're a lot of fun.
I mean, I try and do stuff remotely with like my best friend George, who's I mention him all the time.
Georgie?
On my channel.
George.
Yeah,
Oh,
George. It's hard to do them over the internet. So yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's
I'm
true.
definitely down. That's awesome.
No, yeah, I'll definitely talk to you about that because all of this month is great. Like, I eventually want to do all the Nightmares, because I
Oh
feel
my
like
God,
those
yeah.
ones would be the most fun, as well as the Friday the 13th movies would be really, really fun because
Friday
they
the
get
13th
better.
Friday the 13th, yeah, it's like a steep incline up and
Yeah.
getting better. There's like some duds in there, obviously,
Yeah.
like any franchise that's that long. I don't know. I feel like if you just keep covering Friday the 13th, though, we'll all will it back into existence. We'll get this fucking lawsuit over.
Yeah.
I'm so done with that,
the
man. It
new one
sucks.
Yeah, how would you have felt if they actually went found footage? I know they were talking about that. At this point,
I love found footage movies. I
right.
love found footage movies, dude.
all right, let's do it.
Brian?
Let's talk
Everyone,
about it.
most
And you
people
hate
hate found
tag, you
footage.
said?
Found footage is like our shit, man. We
Oh,
fucking
so
love
good.
found footage.
Have you seen Hell House LLC?
No.
That is one of the best found footage
It's
movies.
called LLC.
Hell House LLC. This guy made it. It took him like 5 years. It's about these people who have a company upstate New York called Hell House. And their last ditch effort is to make a haunted house at this abandoned hotel where they apparently did like cult stuff. And everything kind of goes wrong leading up. They sting you at the beginning. They're like, hey, this is what happened the night they opened. It's pure chaos. And then it goes back. Because this guy, the way he made it, he was like, well, I don't like found footage movies where they don't explain how the movie was made. So
okay.
he made a documentary out of it.
That's probably the safest way to go.
Yeah,
too,
but the scare moments are awesome.
Okay.
Well made. They made 2 more. The best thing, this is the funniest shit ever. So he made a sequel, and then he was like, I'm going to release it tomorrow. And then the day it was supposed to come out, he was like, something really good happened. I'm not releasing it today. And then Shudder was like, our new Shudder exclusive.
Oh,
Hell House
shit.
LLC 2. So they bought it from him, which is so cool.
That's
right?
fucking cool.
Yeah, and then so I think Terror Films paid to get the 3rd one made for him.
Wow.
Steep drop off from the first movie.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, very messy, made very quickly. 3rd movie on its way back up.
They're all on Shudder?
Yeah, all 3 of them on Shudder.
Okay.
I highly recommend the first one for sure.
Ah,
if you
yes.
like the lore,
Yeah.
2nd and 3rd are definitely worth watching.
Okay. You stumped me on found footage. Have you seen
Yeah.
the taking of Deborah Logan?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, that movie is
pretty dope.
Awesome.
It's
The
really
the
good.
head gif.
Yeah.
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 She's sucking on the head.
Cody,
That movie
taping?
Haven't
blew
seen
up
it.
on
That one was on my Netflix queue for a
That's
long
where it blew
time.
up.
And
That
then,
one almost made
never
me
watched
cry.
it.
Is that the guy who just did
He did something.
Adam Robitel? He did Escape Room?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
That movie, I liked it. You can tell that he made a better movie than Sony wanted, and then they were like, "Shit, here's some money to go and reshoot the ending."
It's the perfect time for that kind of movie to
the
come
ending, the second half of that movie definitely is a double the budget of the first half, and you can tell.
Okay.
But he's doing a sequel, and I'm excited for that. That dude needs like he did a January movie last year too, and it did incredible. So I'm glad that he's making good January horror movies.
Yeah, they were dumping a lot of found footage movies in January for the
Yeah.
longest time. I remember The Devil Inside was like my most anticipated movie fucking
That was
ever.
so disappointing.
Dude, the trailer was
a good
the
trailer.
trailer was cool as
Because
fuck.
that shit played
Yeah.
during like I think it was Paranormal 3.
It was
where
Paranormal
the
3,
trailer came
yeah.
out, and that was the audience was packed. They're
Yeah.
like, "Oh!"
And it was
They're
just
man.
like
they're getting scared of this
like,
trailer.
They're all dead.
Yeah.
3 people. I killed them. Sent the police.
yeah, it's fucking dope.
Dude.
Paranormal Activity was definitely my Halloween movie. I know a lot of people. I was a little too young for Saw. I would have came in late
yeah.
on that
I'm
franchise
with you.
being Halloween Saw time.
Yeah.
Paranormal Activity every year in college. It was like at
Yeah,
the
man.
theater, midnight. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I love Paranormal Activity.
I feel like I would love to do. I feel like the first Paranormal Activity would be too boring.
Have you revisited it recently?
The
first one.
I saw. Maybe that it's been a few years since the first movie. I saw.
TV every now and then. I catch,
Yeah.
I catch some of the
Yeah,
good
the
parts.
first
I saw
one,
the
yeah.
second one a few months ago. I
Two's
was
good.
like,
3 is great.
Three
is
the
fantastic.
best one.
Three
Yeah.
is absolutely the best.
First
one.
one's really slow, and then it ends, and you're like, huh.
That's the Spielberg ending, baby.
This is like a really lame reference, but it's like the first one is like Luigi's Mansion 1, and then 3 is like Luigi's Mansion 2.
Okay.
Where it becomes the first one's like a tech demo, and then the third one and the second one are like actual games.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, I remember being. I felt more impacted by the second one than I did the first one.
Yeah, I remember
Because the
a lot
first
of
one
that.
was just like, oh yeah, because the hype was all around and you demanded in your city and stuff.
Yeah,
and then I saw. Okay.
I saw it at the ArcLight, like before.
Oh, really?
everyone. Like I demanded it, and
That's
we
so
waited
cool.
in line.
So are you in the
okay.
commercials then? Like where?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah. But the second one, I don't know why, but when the fucking dad
It just
and just
ended.
cuts to that,
Yeah.
that shit got me.
You're the one guy in the screen. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
make it in the footage.
I'm not impressed.
But then 4 just kind of like.
Yeah, that was terrible.
4. There's one great. You've seen the marked ones, right?
Yeah, I've seen all. Yeah, and I don't mind the marked ones.
It's
I know a lot of
okay.
people hate it.
Yeah,
It's
there's-
so different. I get it.
It has
I
the
just have fun with
scariest
it.
part out of any of the Paranormal Activity
What part are you
movies.
talking about? I
In
haven't
the
seen it in a while.
in the church when you just see like a winged thing start
Oh yeah.
fucked me up. I'm like, oh, where is this?
Alone in your theater because that.
Yeah.
Wait, that movie made a lot of money actually.
Probably.
I'm
It did
wrong.
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
wrong. That movie made a lot. I'm
And then
sorry,
they
Jordan.
It was
did-
the last one that didn't make anything.
The Ghost
Yeah, because they
Dimension.
didn't release it. They released it in limited theaters, dumped it on a VOD for
Yeah.
some reason. It's coming back though. They're doing
Is it?
another
They're
one.
doing another one?
Yep, Blumhouse can't let that one die. Also, The Gallows is getting a surprise sequel this
Dude,
year.
Cody and I, fucking 2015, I think.
Yeah.
We did a like a little. It wasn't like a press junket. It was one of those like.
It was promotion for the Blu-ray.
Yeah, it was like an
cool.
influencer thing.
Sweet.
And Cody and I got to go. We went up to Fresno to this theater where they do every single year. They set this theater up as like a haunted maze area.
They shot some of the movie there too.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
And so the directors were there. One of the actresses was there, and they just strapped GoPros on us, and we walked through the maze and stuff. And
That's
it was
cool.
it was a really fun
Was
time.
it scary?
It was pretty creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Watched it a couple times.
Yeah, we went through like twice. One,
The design of it was really cool.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
it wasn't like a typical maze where it's just black curtains everywhere.
Yeah.
And then people just jump out of your end. Like they legit use their setting really well.
yeah, we went through
Yeah.
like a basement and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
and
did you-
It was really cool.
I did one for Don't Breathe. I was trying to think.
Oh,
of like,
shit.
I was
that
like,
would've
I know
been
I've
cool.
done one of
Yeah.
these. That was cool. They blindfold you.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was-
nice.
It's on my channel. I just
Oh, that's
uploaded
cool.
it there. You can see me. They filmed me going through this dumb little haunted house. It's old videos. From when it came out.
Oh, check it out.
That movie's great. Fede Alvarez is.
Oh, yeah, he's
the
that-
legendary director. He's so good.
Yeah, he's great. I didn't see the dragon, not the dragon tattoo.
I didn't see
but-
that either.
but-
But we got a good cover of Immigrant Song out of that movie, so I'll call it.
Oh,
even.
that's
No,
true.
that was the other
That
one.
was the first
Oh,
one,
the Fincher
right?
one.
Yeah,
We
the
didn't.
Fincher
That
one.
sucks. That's a good cover of Immigrant Song. That's all I
It
know.
absolutely
We'll just
is.
keep talking about that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I heard it at Halloween Horror Nights. It was at the end of the like random Halloween themed one, not Halloween the movie, Halloween the holiday, and they just kept it on loop. And I was like, "This is awesome. This is a good
Yeah.
cover."
Well, fucking A, man. Halloween. I don't think we need to open any doors. Oh, Jesus. Dude,
Wow,
you
you
fucking
found
pulled
it.
that up really fast. This is us going through the maze. I felt
To your voice.
I felt so bad afterwards because I found out that I think that this.
I want to watch this.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, what we found out afterwards is that this theater that does this thing, I think they're like a Christian group.
Oh, yeah.
And so
You're just
we're,
dropping
we're
F-bombs.
just
Yeah, we're like,
fucking
fuck.
yeah. This is
This is cool. This is like the movie.
yeah. It's
I mean, they let this happen in their.
Oh,
church,
yeah.
or
I mean,
whatever
come on.
their
There's no
theater.
cell phones. Yeah, she's not on the cell phone. Okay.
Yeah.
Were you guys really scared at the?
Yeah,
they're just
it's
loud.
startling.
Yeah.
Give him a raise.
And if
Give him a raise.
would you put the subtitles on?
And they have us go in by ourselves too, and like
Cody says, "Try not to be scared."
I wish I was at this. I forgot the movie came out until I saw that they're making the sequel, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Well, now I want to watch it."
Yeah, it was okay.
I
cool
like the
stuff.
VOD movies. I like the ones that you can just rent at home.
Yeah, I still
the
follow
woman
those
yelling?
guys on Instagram.
Who's the woman yelling? The person yelling.
Just like an actor.
A teenager.
Just because you didn't get student president.
I'll link this video down below.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I'm gonna watch it.
I'll link it down below. It was so long ago. We were so young and stupid.
Man, that's crazy. They're making so many. Found footage needs to come back. They need to do it
Dude,
right.
they were so good for a long time. What's like the last big one that came out?
found footage.
Blair Witch, but it was big before it came.
Have you
out.
seen The Den?
Dude, the den's
The
so
den's
good.
good. I
The
love
den
the
is
den.
awesome.
The den's
den
good.
is legitimately scary.
It's
And then
legitimately scary.
When it takes the turn and they go to the other place, I don't want to
Yeah.
spoil it because someone's
Yeah.
gotta watch it. What do you guys think of Unfriended Dark Web?
Didn't see that one,
Didn't
but
see
I love the first movie.
Yeah,
I
I
love
still
the
haven't
first.
seen the
one.
I
first
like the
Unfriended.
concept in the first movie. I enjoyed it for what it was. 2 is the most mean-spirited movie I've ever seen. Like it just goes.
Is it supernatural like the first one, or is it more just creepiness of the dark web?
No, it's the den reminded me of it because
Yeah,
this is revealed so early on. The laptop they find is actually from like a human trafficking like hostile like torture ring, and it's crazy. I really liked it. I know some people don't, but I feel like a lot of the people I saw who don't like it just don't like the concept or like found footage movies. So if you're into that style of movie, I think it's pretty well made.
Yeah.
I liked it a
Oh,
lot.
Searching. I guess
Searching is
technically,
great.
I
love
haven't
Searching.
seen it, but everyone keeps fucking
That
telling
No
me
one
to see
talks
it.
shit about Searching.
Yeah.
That movie made me cry. That
Yeah.
movie's
But
fantastic.
that was like one of the first because you don't
Yeah.
see a lot of. I mean, I'll put quotes around
Made
the
a
found
list.
footage, but you don't see a lot of like these found footage movies that isn't horror. They have that, and then
Chronicle,
Chronicle,
there's-
Yeah.
Chronicle,
Yeah.
but
Chronicle that
which
much.
was pretty cool.
That's fine.
Shit, I feel like there was like another found footage, like a couple of ones. I think
Oh,
you.
the Sacrament. You
Yeah,
gotta- that
yeah. I
movie's
think
awesome.
you might. Did you introduce me to Sacrament?
I never
don't
saw
remember.
Sacrament.
Oh, you never saw
It's,
Sacrament?
Never saw it.
Joe
That movie's good.
Swanberg, Ty West.
I loved all
Those
those
boys,
guys.
those-
VHS, the
dude,
VHS
VHS
movies,
so good.
VHS 1 and 2, not 3.
Ty West got smart and realized you make so much more money directing
He did
TV.
House of the Devil, right?
Yeah, which is so good.
Yeah,
the Joe
House of the
Bob
Devil's
stuff.
fucking great.
I'm so glad. As Above, So Below is one of the most underrated found footage movies
I keep
to me.
scrolling. That's when they're in
So
the
good.
catacombs, right?
Yeah, and it
I
has a
keep
great
scrolling.
story.
I get that mixed up with Chernobyl Diaries.
Oh, Chernobyl Diaries.
Because I think those came out around the same time.
Chernobyl Diaries could have been cool if it knew how to like have an ending. The way that movie just turns off. It doesn't end.
I mean,
There's
that's like
nothing
most
happen.
found footage movies
Yeah.
too. Like The Devil Inside. Brian, I know you've never seen this movie, and I know we got to bring up back what we were talking about.
You're gonna recommend me a movie?
Oh yeah, that's how we started.
We
on this
totally were gonna
conversation.
recommend you a horror film.
We'll get
Devil
there.
Inside sounds so familiar.
Devil Inside. It was a found footage movie that takes place like they go to the Vatican and they like interviewing like this girl's mom who says she was
There's
possessed.
like marks on her or something.
Yeah, gonna cuts. That was like a thing. But the movie ends. It like the whole
Can
the
you tell
car.
me how it
You
ends?
can spoil this
the-
one. You can spoil
yeah,
this
it's
one.
fine. The car crashes, and it's typical found footage where the camera gets all shaky, and then it cuts to black, and then it's my
That
battery.
was well timed
Wow.
because the camera's cut to
It's
black.
cooling
as you
down. I gotta
said,
change the
cut-
battery.
Okay,
This is the first time I've used this camera on the show.
Alright.
But
Making a
and then the movie ends with them recommending you to go to a website to finish the rest of the story or some shit.
I didn't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, no, I didn't do it either.
Oh, wait, so The Devil Inside is not good?
No, it's not.
You gotta
Okay,
watch
it's
Hell
not
House LLC. That's the one to watch.
That one looks, because I saw the images of like clowns like sitting down.
Yeah, they did a cool thing with the mannequin of the clown.
That one looks
He's the
good.
best. He's the iconic character. He doesn't really do anything, but he's scary.
I'm trying to remember what other fucking found footage. There was another one that I was thinking I was gonna bring up. Project.
Conspiracy.
What?
Conspiracy.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, that one's good. The conspiracy is
Gotta hit
good.
it.
Project
Yeah.
X.
Not Project X, not that one. Jesus Christ. I had the poster of that movie when I was at the movie theater. I was like, that movie's gonna be fucking awesome. So I got the poster for that, and I had it like up on my wall, and I was like, no. And I was like,
Conspiracy
"Get out of shit."
from when? When's it from?
That was like 2012, 2011
Okay.
or something like that.
What is Lake Mungo with?
Like Mungo's
yeah, like
fantastic.
Mungo's awesome.
That's a
Which
horror-
is
that's a
on
found footage?
some streaming service now.
That's found footage?
Amazon Prime. I
Yes.
just watched it.
Oh.
It's more of a documentary than it is a found footage.
I just
is very
saw
good.
Yeah.
Mike
Mockumentary,
Flanagan,
I
I
should
think,
say.
just tweeted about that the other day. You were the one that brought me onto that movie. That
Yeah.
movie and the conspiracy.
That movie's amazing.
Oh man.
I remember what I was gonna say now. Do you remember like my first or second week as a Schmoes intern? I had to interview the As Above, So Below directors on the
Really?
phone. Yes.
Oh, on the phone?
Because they were supposed to be on the show, but it couldn't work. So like a Saturday afternoon, it was a phoner, and I just had to I had to literally type up the entire 30-minute interview.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
I was
Cody.
scared shitless.
God, we did so-
I had
oh
never
my
done an
gosh.
interview in my life. And
Did
I
that
was
go
like,
up on the website?
Yeah, it was back when the website was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I remember you did Project Almanac, another pretty
Yeah.
good found footage
Yeah,
movie.
I did that one.
What's that one? Like Aliens?
No, that's just time.
Time travel.
I need to see that one.
It was pretty cool.
Fuck.
That guy went on to do Power Rangers,
Oh shit.
which I
Cool.
didn't
Nice.
care for. I'm a big Power Rangers fan, so I'm nitpicky.
Yeah.
Sorry.
People really want a sequel to that one.
That
I didn't see
specific
it.
one?
Yeah.
Like with the same
They, like,
actors
bring
and
back
everything?
those people. It was actually good.
I like
You're
the
all
way your
wrong.
hands clap.
Yeah, it was
Whatever,
very,
It's not a good montage.
very
No.
MTV presents Power
I
Rangers.
very much cried though when all the Zords were like fucking. I was like, ah!
It was a cool 2 seconds.
How can you not?
And then it ruins it with a joke.
Oh yeah,
Because
that's
of the
it.
Zord-
Chapter 2'd it.
For Zord, yeah, there you go.
That's what I feel like every movie is trying to like, oh, we're not
Marvel
taking
did
this
it.
seriously. We got to like button it with a joke. Like Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Especially, I can forgive it in like an action movie or whatever. It's like in It Chapter 2, that was supposed to be the one that delivered on everything, being like terrifying.
Yeah.
They should have made it into 3 movies.
Oh yeah,
I definitely like that's.
Or a mini
Oh,
series.
Creep! Sorry, Creep 1 and 2.
Creep is so good.
Fucking
There we
Creep
go.
1 and 2. I'm sorry, I'm derailing it. But
they're doing
I
a
just-
third one.
Yes, are they really?
Yeah, very soon.
I
fucking
love
hope
2
so.
so much.
Yeah.
2 is such a good sequel.
2 is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
2
They
is very
have to
LA.
make another, and that's so easy for them to make too.
I think that initially, like everyone's always like, "Oh, they're making another one." I think the initial deal they signed was for 3 movies.
Oh well, fucking
Yeah,
There you go.
And then the Patrick Bryce or whatever he always talks about. He's like, "Yep, 3 movies." Got
Yeah,
third one coming
I
out
haven't.
soon.
He has his corporate animals. That's
Yeah, that's that was on Crackle, I want to say.
really?
Which is weird, but I heard it's pretty good. I think
Okay.
Jane Levy's in it, and I love her.
she's great. Yeah. I'm just gonna round off a couple ones and then we'll end the show. Grave Encounters 1 and 2.
Very good.
Wreck.
Yeah,
Rex
Rex
good.
great.
Did you like 2016's Blair Witch?
Yeah, I love it.
Yes, I
I
got
was at
someone
the
on my
initial
side.
screening. I was at
Finally.
the first
Yeah.
one. I just said, "Oh my god, dude, that movie respects the lore, man. They did it
does.
right.
And they introduced some cool shit at the end. Love it.
but you
Love that
didn't
movie.
They confirm shit
Yes.
that people thought about from the first one.
It's great.
We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. Willow Creek.
Willow Creek is
Willow Creek's okay.
Willow Creek, it was overhyped for me. People told me it was like so good, and I watched it. I was like, oh, it's fine. It's cool. I like Bigfoot.
There was another. What's the other one? There's another Bigfoot movie.
Exists.
Yeah, that one.
That was the Eduardo Sanchez.
Yeah, that was Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, it's hokey.
There was like one cool scene where he's walking up where the Bigfoot's like crawling up the steps, and there's like the GoPro on the side.
Primal Rage is the best Bigfoot movie I've seen.
Primal Rage.
It's the guy who did the creature effects on the original Predator. I'm pretty sure he built this like insane Bigfoot rig, and it's like it's ridiculous. It's out in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
He's like tearing people's heads off from the bottom jaw. It's crazy. It's such good gore in that movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's oh my god, I love that movie.
I'll check that out.
I don't know why I just thought of this, but have you guys seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Yes.
Yeah.
That movie's amazing.
That movie is
good.
fuck.
Seen
That would
Brian?
be
No.
that would be a
Aubrey
good
Plaza?
fucking.
It's so fucking.
No,
fun
it's not
now.
Aubrey
Yeah, it's
Plaza.
great.
That's what's his name?
It's Tyler the Bean and
Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk, yeah.
They're like I don't even want to give away the premise because you just have to fucking. That's a
it's,
movie.
yeah.
That's one we'll recommend to you. How about
It's
that?
a scary movie?
No, it's a horror comedy.
It's a
Oh,
comedy.
okay.
You should definitely watch that
so
movie.
good.
Tucker.
I think
it does what it has
it's
to
on
be right.
Netflix.
Like
Oh,
the
absolutely.
horror angle to it is done really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once you realize what's going on, it's just
Yeah.
wonderful.
It's
Watch
good
that,
stuff.
Brian. It's on Netflix.
Is it like what's the one with Chris Hemsworth?
Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah.
A little bit, kind of.
kind
Yeah.
of, kind
It's
of.
poking fun.
I
Less
like
budget.
Less budget,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. Like, have you
It's
seen...
more of a comedy than Cabin in the Woods is.
I'm just going off on a tangent now. Final Girls?
Yeah.
Final Girls is pretty
Final
great.
The
Girls.
too.
tagline for Tucker and Dale vs. Evil is "Evil just messed with the wrong hillbillies."
Watch
That's pretty
it.
accurate.
It's
Yeah.
really fucking fun.
Yeah,
I
you'll
can't,
like it.
I can't remember who the main girl is. I
Katrina Bowden.
Nope. I don't know.
She's from
Sorry,
30
Katrina.
Rock.
Oh, yeah. She's the
pretty
secretary.
hot- yeah, the hot
Yeah,
girl
she's
from 30
great.
Rock.
Okay, let me list
I
up.
see the Bay on your list. That one's
Oh,
pretty
the
good.
Bay.
I haven't seen the
I
Bay.
love the
Girls'
Bay.
pants
Bay's
don't
pretty
fit.
good?
What?
And she at the beginning, I was like, "That girl's pants don't fit," and she makes a joke about it like immediately after you notice.
Oh,
It's pretty
okay.
funny.
I gotta check that out. The Visit was great.
Visit's awesome.
I like The
Chamberlain's
Visit.
comeback.
Do you remember Apollo 18?
I didn't watch it, but I want to see it.
yeah.
That's the
Crabs
moon
with the
one,
crabs.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
A cool idea because the way they shot it was like
Yeah.
legitimately pretty
Yeah.
old. The Last Exorcism.
That's an
I
incredible.
love the first one.
One of the
Yeah.
only found footage movies that uses a score and it does it effectively.
Yes.
My
totally.
first thought when he was telling his cult story.
Oh, was
I
the
was
Last
like,
Exorcism?
that reminds me of fucking the end of Last
Dude,
Exorcism.
I love
yeah.
that
a good
movie. The dad's face, they used it in the trailer where his frown just goes a little too far. I think they warped it. That was
Oh.
like that image was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cloverfield obviously is
Yeah,
is
good.
pretty great. Ooh, I love A Haunted House.
I haven't seen that one.
Just kidding. Oh, no,
Is that the
that's,
spoof?
That's the Damon Wayans
Oh, okay.
spoof movie. No.
I was excited. I was gonna go put it on my list.
I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I
Quarantine. I actually kind of liked the remake of Wreck.
Oh
I didn't
yeah,
mind
that's
that.
fine. It's
That was
the
okay.
girl from Dexter.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
Shit. Cannibal Holocaust. No.
There was one that premiered at Fantastic Fest.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I think
Today, like
that
this
was released in like actually, or that was made in like the late '80s. I want to say, but it was finally released.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So I believe it's pre-Cannibal Holocaust. Then
Oh.
I want to say I gotta look into this.
There
I
was
wanna know.
there was Cannibal Holocaust, and then there was one other film I think like right before it.
Oh, the last broadcast is that?
yeah,
it?
yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Because like
I didn't
Cannibal
see that
Holocaust
movie.
isn't entirely traditional found footage.
People
'cause
get
it's-
pissed about the Blair Witch Project too because that's very similar to the last broadcast plot wise,
Oh.
but Blair Witch Project was shot before it.
Hey,
Yeah.
what can you do? Oh fuck, man! I remember after Paranormal Activity came out, Oren Peli was working on an Area 51 movie
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
longest time. I was so excited for it,
Yeah.
and it came out way too late, and it's just not good.
Not. And then they did Project Phoenix, which was the same movie.
Yeah, I actually I think I just watched Project Phoenix
Yeah,
not too
I watched it
long
last year.
ago, and I think I liked it better.
Yeah, I did too.
I prefer because you don't get a lot of found footage
It
movies
was
that
weird.
have
Ridley Scott
good
put his
endings.
name on that one.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I mean, Ridley Scott's old.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's,
He's old.
producing
Yeah, he
these
doesn't know.
days. He doesn't know.
What movie he's putting his
old.
names on?
He doesn't know what's going on.
The McPherson tape was the one.
McPherson.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was made in 1989. Shot on a camcorder, but never released.
I wanna
And then
watch
it came
that.
out. Yeah.
Okay. Shit. Yeah, I can't really think of too many more, but
There are a lot of good ones.
yeah, just like very few times like Lake Mungo has like a definitive ending.
Yep.
Even as much as I didn't like Exists, it has like a nice little ending where the character has an arc.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to watch. It's not a movie I would not recommend seeing once. You know, like you can have found footage movies have that angle where even if they're bad, they're still fun. Like,
True.
And they get you.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a really good one. This one's awesome. No one talks about it. It's called The Borderlands. It's about this like Irish priest. They go to this church where sacrifices are happening. There's a really cool shot in a tunnel. That movie is legitimately great. I don't see anyone talking about it. It's actually really hard to find. I think it's on Prime though. You can rent it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, check that out.
Yeah, I really like that one.
Fuck, this was fun, man.
Yeah,
this
thanks
was
for
fun.
having me. This is great.
No, of course, man. I love. I mean, we talk horror films like here and there, and then when we see them, we mention it. But like, just full on geeking out. It's October season. It's
Yeah.
getting me in the mood.
I'm so
trying to
excited.
get my girlfriend because she's never seen all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, so I want to
cool.
have her watch all of them with me because they're a lot of fun.
I've only seen the first one.
I need. To
They're
get-
really
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
The second
They're-
Nightmare on Elm Street movie is the
funny.
one that got me into horror to begin with, and so I love the
Before
whole
Scream?
Before Scream.
Wow.
Because I saw it when I was a kid, and I think like Scream had come out like a few years before that. Yeah.
I grew up on Scream. Like,
Yeah.
Scream was my shit.
Yeah.
Do you like
it's
Scary
awesome.
Movie?
The first 3 I like.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yeah.
You gave a face. I'm like, easy.
I was trying to think about it. Yeah, the third one I went. My mom took me to see it when I was
Nice.
whenever it came out, so I'm very young, and she was like about to take us out of the theater, and
For that one?
yeah, just because all the I was pretty young. I don't remember how old I was.
How old are you? If you don't
I'm
mind me
26.
Oh shit. Okay, you're same age.
Okay,
he's
yeah.
he's like 45. So.
Yeah.
Brian's older.
You don't look it. It's okay.
29.
It's not that old.
He's like, for the record, guys, I'm not actually
Yeah.
45.
Yeah.
She was like about to take us out of the theater, and I was like, no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And then that line happens where they throw the crayon at the door. She's like, no, who the fuck did that? And my mom just like looked at me and was like, well, you already heard it. So
Yeah.
she let me ride the rest of the movie.
Oh, that's
out.
cool. Then that's the PG-13 one F-bomb.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's my favorite fucking line almost of all time.
And the guy with the little hand is great.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
him.
The second one.
He's like, rest a little hand.
It's my strong
He puts it
hand.
in the pie.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a classic.
Yeah, that's a great
How do you
movie.
not like those?
Well, Jimmy, again, thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thanks
coming on.
for-
This was a
thank
lot
you.
of
It's fun,
fun.
dude.
It was fun geeking out horror films with you and just talking to you in general, getting to actually know you. It was weird, like meeting you for the first time and then have you on a show.
I was like, oh, they're doing it out of their house. That's cool. I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. I mean, I knew Jake came on, so I was like, well, if he did it, that's
Yeah,
fine. Like,
yeah.
He was out here in California. He doesn't live here.
Right.
And I was like, I saw you guys work at Collider. I was like, oh, these guys are legit. They're good.
Yeah, well, kind
They're
of
not going to
fun.
kill me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, hey,
You wait
yeah.
till that second Patreon. section.
Woo!
Yeah.
You think trailer reactions are all the hype? Just wait till.
Yeah.
No, never mind. Stop
Wait
it.
till
Never
actual
mind.
murder.
Never
Like a
mind.
smut
Not in
film.
this day and age. But yeah, no, and honestly, Jake is how I discovered you because I listen to his podcast all the time. And you mentioned Jimmy Champane. They always say friend of the show, friend of the show. It's always fun.
They're really nice. They mention me a lot.
They mention you a lot.
I think I'm the only guest they've had too, which is nice.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
have a
like those
great
guys.
show, and you have a great channel. Listen,
thank you.
I try not to. I want to stay away from like all the Halloween stuff because
Yeah,
I want
because
to reserve all that stuff
I had
for
this
me.
problem. This sucked. This is not me trying to be like a cocky dick. I'm right on a lot of predictions. So I've like people have told me they're like, I like your videos. I can't watch them. So, and
You got someone on the inside, someone telling you these things.
No, it's just like
sources.
Jimmy,
no, I don't.
Jimmy, who's giving you free
I
champagne?
had one
Who you
source on
popping
one
bottles
thing.
with?
One source. The Brian Turek. You guys know who he is?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
He's like the nicest dude
He's
ever.
been at work a couple times.
Yeah.
I like my life goal was to interview him, and I did it. And he's like,
Oh, that's
he's
dope.
the coolest guy. He's like so nice.
He fucking directed an awesome Scream documentary.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like he's literally the coolest guy. He's always been super nice to me.
We've worked with. Do you know who Clark Wolf is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've worked with Clark Wolf a lot of the
Yeah,
times.
she had
and
the podcast.
not
Cloud Nightmares or
Shock.
whatever.
Well, she had Nightmares, and then before that, it was the Kill. Fuck, what was it? Wasn't
The Kill
Shockwaves.
List?
Oh, I don't know.
It wasn't the
remember.
Kill List.
Oh wait,
damn it.
so was it the thing before Shockwaves?
Yes,
that they all did.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that called?
Damn
it was like
Sorry,
through
Clark.
or what's that? What
It was
that old-
Geek Nation.
Oh, what the fuck? They always mention it. Rob Gloves always mentions it on
Damn
Shockwaves.
it.
But we know.
Anyways, they're on a podcast together, and I
Yeah.
found him like through listening to that show. Now I'm stuck on it, and started following him, and then like watched the Scream documentary because I'm a big Scream fan. And then when I saw he was a producer on like Halloween, I was like, oh fuck, that's dope.
That's how
really
I kind of
awesome.
discovered him. I made this video that blew up about Halloween 2 when they killed it from the timeline. Like basically, here's why they had to do it.
Like the original, like not John
Carpenter's
Carpenter wrote
Halloween
it.
2.
Oh yeah, but yeah. Okay,
they had to cut it out. The sibling plotline is just fucking dumb. Like I'm sorry, I know everyone likes it. It's stupid.
You're right.
Doesn't
I
make
do
any
like
sense.
the more synthy kind of
the
Halloween
score's
theme.
great.
That one's fucking cool.
I did a video about and then Ryan commented on it. And
Oh,
it was
shit.
right before the Midsommar Scream convention in Long Beach, and I knew he was
Yeah.
gonna be there. So I was like, "Hey, can I like interview you on my channel?" And he was like, "Yeah, come on, like bring your mic." Like,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's gonna be
dope.
good."
Nice.
He's
That's really
nice.
cool.
Really, really cool guy.
He's really intimidating. I think I met him at.
He just exudes like cool.
Yeah,
It's like-
I met him
yeah.
at
Yeah.
one of the first like screenings I went to was for Ouija, and I like got to interview the cast, and he was there. I was like, "Hey, I liked your podcast. You're cool. You're gonna
Yeah, he's
direct.
awesome.
You're gonna produce Halloween someday."
Ouija 2 is really good.
That's
Flanagan.
Sandberg, right? Oh, that's Flanagan.
That's
Flanagan.
Flanagan.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, I need
That
to watch
one's
that
good.
one.
Yeah, Turk's great. Everyone should follow him. He
Follow
gives-
Brian
he tweets stuff out from the set of Halloween.
Yeah.
Which is
Kills.
pretty
Like,
cool. Yeah, I like that
That's
shit.
awesome.
Well, Jimmy, thank you so much once again. We said we keep wrapping it up. We're gonna have your YouTube channel down below in the description for
Thanks.
everyone to
Cool.
check out. For are you still doing that a podcast?
Yeah, it's called
Okay.
Fear Frequency.
Fear Frequency.
It's
good
literally
name.
just me and my best friend. Every week we watch a horror movie and then we talk about it. We go over the news.
Oh, nice.
That's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
how
it
we
comes
keep
out
up.
once every week.
We try to keep it weekly. Sometimes it slips to bi-weekly just because, like with horror news, you
Yeah.
get a slow week and it's like, what do we talk about?
Right.
So, yeah. But we have one coming out tomorrow.
Right on.
Yeah.
And so, and your YouTube channel, is it just, Jimmy,
my name,
Jimmy
yeah.
Champane without a G?
But if you search it with a G now, it comes up. That's
Oh,
fine.
fuck
so
yeah.
many people
All right.
did it
Nice.
wrong
Okay.
that it like boosted me somehow. I
All
don't know. So it's okay.
Well, there you go.
They figured it out.
Well, check this dude out, especially if a lot of you watch the show and you're horror fans. Subscribe to his channel. He does really great content. He breaks down horror films and movie news in regard to horror films, specifically the new Halloween movies, Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. Because I know I'm looking forward to it. I know Cody's looking forward to it. Brian?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, all right. And I know a lot of you are probably looking for it. So all those will be down below in the description. Is there anything else you want to plug before we send off here?
No, that's at my channel.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right. Fucking A. Well, thank you all so much for what? Let me
the mu-
cut.
hit the music,
cut,
Brian.
no,
Brian, just hit the music. Get it out of
Damn
here.
it. Fuck. It's my one shot.
One opportunity. Sees everything you ever wanted. You did not capture
I like
it.
your theme.
You let it
Good.
slip.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take this other beer. Can you have
Oh, yeah, of course.
Palms are weak.
We're gonna have a little bit of a Patreon section to close this off.
Oh, cool.
I did all the plugs that we did. Subscribe to the podcast
Short
here.
film soon.
Short film soon. We got a teaser coming out for that soon.
Can you say what it's about?
No.
Okay.
We're not at
Cody.
that stage yet. Hold on.
Oh!
You're gonna understand that in a couple weeks.
You
You're gonna
will.
Understand it.
We'll
You're
tell
gonna
you
understand
afterwards.
it.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit. That's good.
Got
Damn
the
it,
horror
Cody.
commentaries. Do you think
Got
you
the
mentioned that?
commentaries
Yeah, yeah.
in the Patreon
Should we call
section.
them commentaries for horror?
You had me, and then
All right, all right.
what is this?
Hit the music again, Brian.
No, no, stop it. That's more work. Yeah, and love y'all. Happy Spooky Month.
Boo.
Check out Jimmy's channel. Do it.